Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're here. We've got a really cool show. We've got a little surprise for you. We have a really incredible June special. It just turned June. We've only been here for one day so far in the month of June. So as we have our fabulous celebration here on our Thursday, we're going to bring you the most iconic June birthstone. We actually have something we hardly ever see. Here we are, a purveyor of fine jewelry. Yet we don't do one thing very often, and that is pearls and pearl strands specifically. I told you they'd be here. What I didn't realize was we'd get you the pearls so quickly. We're going to start our pearl presentation tonight. There will be eventually some pink pearls and some Tahitian pearls and some golden pearls. They get really pricey. And let's face it, there's one classic that we're concerned about, and that is these gorgeous white pearls. So we're going to see, look at that, jumbo size. These are like the iconic, every fashionable woman has got to have a strand of pearls. The difference is usually they're 5 or 6 millimeters. They would be hardly visible from this viewpoint. We're going to bring you these very large, extra jumbo sizes. Now, do you want the good news? They're pearls. The bad news, I only have 2 strands. That's it. One in white gold and one in yellow gold, the clasp. So we will see them coming up shortly here. But remember, this value, I told Tony, I think it's the best value we have in the show tonight. Also, though, we have a matched pair in earrings, the other classic, a gorgeous button style. Yes, they'll be just as sizable. We've got earrings to match to go with your fabulous pearl necklace. So the pearl necklace will be only 2 for the entire country. That's why it'll be here early. The earrings, a little more quantity, not enough to go around. So that's also happening. So we're really excited about pearls. And then what could that be? The most incredible Paraíba we've ever had? Looks like it. This is the one where I told you, I predicted correctly about a week ago that we had a really special new tourmaline that I predicted would elicit major reactions, and it did. There were dozens, and it was in the first few minutes of the show, dozens of folks that missed out. And luckily, we have a very similar look and value, and that is with the blue-green tourmaline that is the actual twin of Paraíba. So no, there's no mention of copper here, but it is the most gorgeous blue-green tourmaline, and the price tag, very affordable. So looking forward to that as well. And then we've got some new, we've got some old, we've got old that we're discounting, new is discounting as well. So it's really a great day. And of course, your reaction to the museum masterpieces has been so strong. We wanted to go ahead and continue that for just a little bit. Had a couple of great pieces last night. I'm going to bring you something very special in a Diaspora earring tonight. And they're not just any Diaspora earrings. They're going to give you about 35 carats of Diasporas all together, 2 earrings. They are fabulous. Radiance, they're exceptional. They will be here as well. I've got a great little ruby special for you. Some tanzanites. I know there was one we couldn't get to last night. The funny part is the 9 carat I had last night looks almost exactly like a 5 carat that I have today that's new. And yet the 5 carat has more diamonds and it's way less money. So I'm going to give you an option. We'll still have the 9 carat that we didn't quite have enough time to get to last night, but then there's a 5 carat, which I got to tell you, I predict will be very popular. Yellow and white diamond earrings will be here as well. We got actually quite a few earrings that are really neat, and also a yellow diamond ring that looks like it should be about $10,000. It will not be. So if you've been in the market for a natural yellow diamond, boy, did I see a lot of treated, lab-grown, man-made versions out in Vegas this past week. Well, a couple of days ago. I gotta say, gosh, it feels like a week ago, but it was only 2 days ago. But anyway, either way, there was a lot of lab-grown. We're gonna bring in the natural and a price better than lab-grown. So great. So it really does kind of eliminate the need for lab-grown, because usually people only do it because it's cheaper. So we can get you the real deal for a better price tag. So I'm gonna start with kunzite. We've got a great new pendant here for you as we get ready to celebrate a lot of one-onlys, a lot of special opportunities, and all your favorites. And of course, a reminder, as always, give us a request if you got one. Nothing I'd rather do. We've got about an hour and a half of jewelry in a 3-hour show. So again, plenty of time to really give you all those wonderful requests you've been waiting on. So here it is, this really fabulous 113-1350 is the number. That's a 337. So really important kunzite. And of course, you know, usually you gotta wait till the 10 carats and the 15 carats come along to get this kind of saturation, but no, not here. This is our 3, and it's a big stone, don't get me wrong, it's not a 2 carat, but it's not a 1 carat. It's a really good 337, but it's got that saturation we would normally see reserved for just maybe, you know, the bigger stones. And so it's nice to have affordability locked in here. We've got our 337 with 4 points in diamonds. This would be that door knocker style of bail that is really exciting. And then here we are looking at a really special opportunity coming your way. There it is, some flash and some brilliance, even the double prongs, but they're nice and subtle. They don't do anything too extreme here to really take over the stone. I even see those bright, you know, we love to see the purples and the pinks, those orchid colors that really happen when you get a combined purple. Oh, what's that? There it could be. That's that mint tourmaline we'll have here for you. But first, a look at the kunzite, and a great value. Stays in white gold. Length of it, top to bottom, it's going to be about, well, real close to 3/4 of an inch, actually at 3/4 of an inch. We'll show it to you on the neckline as well. So you can get a look at it here up against the neckline, see it against the skin tone there, and see that bright, beautiful color that we love, but also going to be a major value and on its way. So we'll take a look at it real close. We got a ring that would go with it nicely. So if you're interested in a fabulous ring, we got that for you as well. One kunzite, one only throughout the show, really. So it's going to be a busy night, and I advise you to call in as quickly as you can so you can really I love that, Kathy. Thank you. Well, you do what you do, Kathy. Go root them on for me. And then, hey, Kirsten, thank you so much. Kirsten's with us as well. Kathy in New York. Kirsten's hanging out with us. Thank you so much. And hey, Tracy, good evening to you as well. Good evening, good afternoon. Jason, how can we help them already? Requests coming in. I love it. Thank you for those right away. Love to see those. Again, I'm your liaison between all the TVON jewelry and your chance to see them here live. So that's really what you keep in mind is you want to see something here and get a great value and get a discount, get a markdown and all that. Just make sure you communicate that to us and we'll bring out whatever we can from the inventory. But this is under $3,000. It's not going to be $3,000 or $29.99. Trying to make everything really affordable here, and it's not easy to discount when everything is, you know, let's face it, gold's going up, continues to do so. You got diamonds and yeah, gemstones doing the same thing. It's why the marketplace has really escaped from all of that completely. We are not. So again, just about values. It's really, again, this is why a lot of people said, maybe I'm done with fine jewelry. You don't need to be. We got a lot of great values here, and if you've ever watched this show, if you've watched it even years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe you've been watching for a few minutes or a few months. Either way, you see these prices coming on down to give you those values we love. So here it is, one only on our beautiful kunzite. Let's take it even lower than $19.99. I just can't stand the thought of a first piece staying here. So we'll do everything in our power to ensure it goes, and we'll make it $999, and that should do it. For a $337, pretty fabulous value there. Then we've got new diamond pieces, a couple of new ones. We've got maybe 2 pendants that are new, and then we'll see a couple of new rings, but I'm gonna have a lot of blowouts. And then at the bottom of the hour, we're not gonna wait too long. So 22 minutes from now, we will see the pearls. The pearl necklaces are coming out, one white, one yellow. If you have a preference in your clasp color, then that's why I'm letting you know we have one of each only. And that is, it's, you know, I get so excited after these shows because when the big shows wrap up, usually we'll see a couple hundred items at least come in. I got 2. So again, we're going to see that really limited. I mean, it's pearls. You'd think maybe they should be a little more abundant. No, we're going to have very limited quantities, but I know it's something that I'm trying to think if we've ever had a pearl in white pearl in a necklace. I don't think we have. In a strand, a big size. I mean, Tahitians, yes. Golden pearls, yes. Pink, yes. Nothing in the white pearls. So we're going to see that on the way. Okay, so let's get to it. We've got the fabulous new markdown on a diopside. It's my one and only chrome diopside in the whole place. We've got literally one. And this has been here a number of times even recently, but listen, they keep giving it to me, so I'm going to mark it down. I'm going to mark it down because if you've seen it and you love it, great, but you're not loving the price tag yet. So we'll make sure that tonight's the night. Tonight is the night is going to go, and it's 112-6474 with that round. Chrome diopside out of Russia, and yet it is that difficult stone to mine. Really ends up being, it's kind of a, it can be a frustrating stone if you're a miner in the gem business, because when you go out and you get 2 months a year maximum to go ahead and mine it, and then you get your yield and it's mostly so included you can't facet it at all, it makes for a little frustration. So certainly when you see a stone like this that's bright, that's clean, that's really giving those vibrant emerald green colors, that certainly makes it what I know we're all after. We want that top quality. So it's not a stone we bring very often for that reason, because there's a lot of just really dull material out there. And I want to show you, there's that bail. So you can see it's a bit of a slide design. Got diamonds that are pave on one side. Here's what it looks like from a distance. So you're going to slip your chain right through the top portion of this incredible sweeping look. And then of course that brightness, look at it from a distance. I've seen so many diopsides over my years. It was really popular in the early 2000s and when it was kind of like the new stone. And yet it was always like onyx. It looked so dark. It would just typically be no greens at all, and it just ended up looking black. And I think that when you get the emerald emerald greens like this. That's really what we're after. 1.125" top to bottom. We'll try this one on the neckline as well. I'm trying to figure where did I put this. You got a lot going on today, but look at that. That's a really special look there. And of course, we're going to blow it out. So we'll make it really easy. It's got a nice size bail, so it's great for, let's come on over. It's great for your larger chains too, if you have one. If you got something that never seems to work on those little itty bitty bails, this is going to be a good one for you. It gives you a lot more room. And we'll take it down below $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.99. One only, stays in the white gold, and we'll blow this out, a 3-carat round no less, and we'll make that $777 only. And then who's ready for that blue-green tourmaline in the emerald cut? So super fabulous, so fine. We're going to see that coming up. Hope you're ready. We got that really outstanding emerald cut for you. That's going to be coming up. It's in the same mounting as that really beautiful bicolor we had the other night or day. I think it was an evening show. Yeah, it was last week. So we'll bring that out for you in that fabulous blue-green variety. Okay, also a kunzite ring, and then we've got some really good discounts on yellow and white diamond earrings, but let me know what you'd like to see. We are here to help. Now, this is it. I don't know if we're ready for this, but yep. It is one of the prettier stones I have ever seen, and yet so clean, so bright, so flawless. I can't even find an inclusion. And I'll tell you what, that's a really pretty stone. So that one's going to fly on out of here. We know that. It's going to be our one only, and we're getting you started with, look at that. That is just so wild. I'm trying to give it a little polish from the back. There's only so far I can reach behind that basket with my cloth. So we'll have it a little, steam cleaning. But that's why I show you the angles so you can really see how very clean and bright this stone is. Now get ready. We're getting ready for pearls. They're 20 minutes away. Only 2 of you are going to be able to get those strands, which are usually $10,000 on this show. You can look at the tapes, you can look at the backlogs, you can look at your spreadsheets. They are usually 10 grand for the pearl strands we've had in the past. Not tonight, they're not. So get ready, we'll have that for you. But right now, this is 113 actually, 1286, and it is that brand new Paraíba color, blues and greens together in that step fastening, but it's massive. It's a 5-carat 07 size here. So you're getting one of our more important stones, and yes, brand new right now. So you're not having to wait for the discount. I'm discounting it right off the bat. When we are kind of, again, bringing you just 2 to 3 to 5 new items a day, we want to make sure that we really do discount them so you don't need to wait. When you fall in love with a piece, and I got to tell you, that's why all the new pieces have been going. And I wish I could bring you 2,000 new pieces to show, but that's not the reality. We're just a small group of humans that are making jewelry for you each and every day. But it is really to speak of when you've got something so special. And I don't think it's any coincidence when we bring out the new every night and every day, those are the pieces that go the fastest because they're the ones you haven't seen and they're getting marked down. This is with fancy cuts at 30 points. That's 15 and 15. It's a really fancy cut, and because a lot of stones are considered fancy cuts. This has actually got one flat side, and then it has those more or less points. So it's really almost like you would see in a trapezoid, but still not really. Trillion meets half moon is what I always consider this particular fancy cut. Matched in the white diamonds. It also has 25 points of additional, which I always think are more. But again, so to speak, it's that brand new style that we've only seen a couple of times. So really exciting, and only really works for a couple of pieces because it creates such a, it needs a big stone. So here's what we're going to do on this one with the total of 55 points in the diamonds, but really important on those side stones. And we want to take a look at it here on the hand as well, so you can see how really very beautiful this is. Bright clarity. It, again, I don't know about you, but I'm lucky. I got Paraíbas way back in the day. I could never afford a 5-carat these days. They're going for, if it's clean like this, it's 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 a carat, and they're very rarely even for sale. You got to have a really good connection in if you want to get a Paraíba of this size. And chances are you're probably just walking by a museum exhibit. That's a little different than what we're doing here. Now, this is not known to be copper bearing, but it's a newer find. So to be honest with you, I can't really say that it's not copper bearing because they just haven't been tested yet. This is a newer find out of the Congo. So it just is uncertain whether is it copper bearing or not. Certainly looks like it is. There's a lot of different traits that indicate it would be. We cannot verify that yet because you need a lot of material to send off to the labs, off to GIA. They're the ones that are going to do that evaluation and give that final word on, okay, when they know, when they're able to really do that comprehensive testing to really you can't do it just based on looking. If you did, you would assume copper bearing all day, certainly by the visual color you're getting, but it's a little more complex than that. When you're really verifying what a gemstone's content and makeup is, you're looking at the trace elements. So it's more than just a visual inspection of the stone. You have to really dive into what the chemical makeup is. You're looking for which trace elements. And that's where, again, when we do get Paraíba, that's the copper. So here we are with a very special 507. Certainly looks like it for all the world. We're going to make it a lot better price, though, than $100,000, which wouldn't even suffice for 1 carat of this material. And we're going to go even lower than anything you can imagine. Come on in early because we really invite that. It's an easier way to get your jewelry. I know there's a lot of people that tell me all the time, I have missed out on hundreds of items just because I waited a couple of seconds, or maybe I called early and I thought I was early, and then sure enough, somebody was there before me. So just call early. You're going to be very impressed with the price tag. I know that. It's just all about value. So if you'd like this blue-green stunner with the clarity, with that amazing white gold, and you can change it. If you'd rather have yellow, excuse me, if you'd rather have, the air's really bad today. I'm not sure why, if it's fires or whatever, but sorry, that sneezing has been going on all day, so forgive me. But this is where you can get yellow or rose if you'd rather. But here's what I'll do. Instead of that $15,599, it's marked as, we're going to go a lot lower than that for you, and we'll just send it on out. So come on in, easy, easy. We're going to take it under $10,000 or $99.99. Pearls coming up in about 14 minutes, so not much longer to wait for the beautiful white pearls. And they're huge. These are not like the pearls I got when I was starting in the business, which were 5. By the way, I upgraded recently my pearl necklace collection, and I sold my 5 millimeters, and they sold for more money than what we're going to get today for the 11 to 14 millimeters. So just a little heads up on where values are at in pearls. They are not inexpensive these days. All right, let's do something better than 99 because still don't have anybody ready for this one. I want to make sure this one goes. It is gorgeous, really is. Look at that, the blues and greens together that make up that stone. Watch this. Let me give it a little polish. I'm trying so hard to polish it from the backside here. Look at what that does. All those amazing colors. There's nothing like an emerald cut. Over 5 carats, one of the bigger tourmalines we have altogether. And it's not even $49.99. I predict this one's going to go very quickly. How could it not when you're looking at something as opulent, as beautiful? I mean, put the rarity aside for a second. Is it a pretty stone? Would you enjoy wearing that? Would that be a piece you would really smile when you see it on your hand as you're wearing it day by day? So tourmaline, you can wear it every day. Tourmalines are great for that. And yet it's not $49 or $39.99. It will go. White, yellow, rose, very important diamonds. It's not always about the total diamond weight. How you get there. Some really impressive larger stones on the sides, and it's not even $39.99. Let's get to it. We'll make that $2,999 only. A big savings and a really important stone there. If you'd like to get one of our finer of the tourmaline collection, and again, look at that clarity from all the angles. We're just watching that stone be completely transparent. Nothing else but beautiful color and the facet pattern that just lights it up. You're going to see some blues and goldens really coming through when you see the light hit those step facets on the sides, and it's only $29.99. Then we got emerald earrings tonight too. Some really pretty drops that are a modern take on a drop. We'll bring you one color change sphinx necklace. I had one last night. It was quick to go. We're going to bring you another one today with a larger stone. We can even bring out a very large ruby out of Burma. I've got a great imperial topaz pendant that's fairly new, and I don't think I've been able to show it before. Look at that. That's pretty with the yellow and the white metals there. Little platinum 18 karat combo. Speaking of combos in yellow and white, what about those? How fabulous are those earrings? That is what I need to slip these on because they are so gorgeous. This big oversized ribbon of pave diamonds, and then oh, the pearls. I think everyone's waiting on the pearls, and I'm with you. I got to tell you, this is where you're so glad that I can't shop before you do, because I would never ever allow these to be on the air. I was just at the trade show on Monday, and there were quite a few pearls, a lot of which were imitations, but so many pearls because of course it's very fashion right now. It's a classic, but there are certain waves where pearls become very popular. Don't forget, we're about 11 minutes away from debuting our pearl strand for you, which is going to be, again, one white gold clasp, one yellow gold clasp, and they'll be gone. So we know those are going to go quickly. They're very, very rare to see here. As a matter of fact, I've never been able to bring you anything like this before. So think about it. We got about 11 minutes till we debut them. Look how sizable they are. These are fabulous. These are really, really, really important, and they all graduate subtly, but from a distance, you don't even really see that, do you? It doesn't look much different from the back to the front. It's just we get really, really large here. So 14 to 11, really impressive pearls, white or yellow gold, 14 karat gold clasp. So that's going to be yours to choose, although it doesn't really matter all that much. You're probably going to wear the clasp in the back. So let's take a look again at our tourmaline. There's our beautiful blue-green for $29.99, and then we got to move. Lots to do, and hopefully a request or two coming in as well. That'd be lovely. It'd really make my day to hear about you and your requests and what you'd like to see and how much you're loving pieces you've been receiving in the last couple days as well. Here's our new kunzite. This is the one that goes so well with the pendant. The way we started the show was a $9.99, $337 kunzite. We're going to get a little bit bigger here because why not? It's a big stone with a 522 size, 1310 is the number, and we still have that blue-green. Thanks for leaving it for me. I hope you do the same with the pearls. I'm okay, because you know what? Someone go buy a lot of jewelry tonight, whether it's you or me. That's left to be determined. That is totally TBD. We'll know at 8 o'clock, but I am ready to shop today. I hope you are too. Do you ever just feel that urge to shop? And then it never seems to happen, at least in my life, where the urge to shop coincides with the great deals. Let me tell you something. If you have that urge at all to shop, maybe just today or any day or whatever, this is where we have got the values aligning tonight to where you're going to be thrilled to be able to say, oh my goodness, it all worked out. The stars aligned. I got the great values the day that I needed to be there to get that special piece. And whatever it is you're thinking about or looking for, we're here to help. So here's our 525. This one's going to be a 522 actually. So I knew I saw it. I went, wait, that was 522. 522 with 47 points. Now notice the bigger diamonds here. They're all pear shapes, but they're really important diamonds individually because there are only 4 of them. As you take a look here, you'll see 2 on each side, 4 in total, which means that those are going to be well over 10 points apiece, more to the tune of, when you think about it, they're about 12 points almost. So that's really impressive. All bigger pear shapes. You see how white and bright they are. And then you've got your white gold or yellow or rose. So even though the white diamonds are going to remain the same, the gold color is also for you to choose. So we've got our 522 with 47 and a great value here. And one only as well. So this is going to be, I have a feeling, pretty quick to go. Maybe not if it's $39.99, the scheduled price on this Thursday, June 4th, but instead we're going to go a lot lower and make it even easier and better and not $3,000 or $2,000 or even $19.99 as I try it on for you. It's a beautiful way to get, much like those diamond bands that I had last night that looked like eternity bands, very similar in how the diamonds are going to go completely side to side. It is designed that way. Nothing is going to poke into your skin or the side fingers as you have your hand together. That is all really, that would make for some uncomfortable jewelry, and we don't make uncomfortable jewelry, but we're going to go even lower than $19.99. I'm going to show you the pendant that goes with it so nicely because you could have the whole set, and I'll go ahead and save you even more money on the ring. You don't have to buy both, but if you want to, there's an extra savings coming your way on the ring so that you can get the pendant as well if you'd like to. So instead of 19 or 18 or 17, let's go even lower than $1,777 and bring it all the way down, $1,699. And that will be me leaving a little bit of room there for that $9.99 matching pendant, because why not get the set? Otherwise, it would be, I think, a pretty tough thing to get a perfect match set like these are. So there you can see, and I'll pop this in the background here. So we did have that pendant for $9.99, now $16.99 for the ring. And you can see they're both cushions, and they both too share the same color as well. So that is a beautiful pairing there. Ring pendant, or get them both, because there's the information on the pendant for you at $9.99. So for under $2,700, you've got everything up there on that wheel. And right now they match. But again, you can switch them out if you need to. So at least the ring you can. So I think kunzite always best in the white gold, partial to the white gold kunzite combination, the way it shows off those really rich jewel tone colors with the pinks and the purples. And of course, there's even a little neon blue mixed in there as well. So $16.99, that's the ring, $9.99 on the pendant. Let me know. We are 7 minutes away from our pearl strands. 2 available, and then we'll go to the pearl earrings, which are also gigantic as well because they got to match the necklace. But the deal is we only have 1 available in each color of gold for the clasp on the necklace, and then we'll get into a tanzanite. Major tanzanite moment tonight. I'm kind of shocked with what we're going to do on tanzanite. So if you don't have one yet, today's your day. And I did bring out, it's pretty wild, I have 1 rare, well, most consider this the rarest stone in the world. I consider it the rarest stone outside of its counterpart red diamonds, but this is not a ruby. And let me tell you, there's usually a visual difference between this stone and ruby, and the fact that this looks like ruby is a huge compliment to what we have here, because I did bring out 1 incredible red beryl. This is rarer than ruby by a mile. And yet where this stone usually lacks, because there's very little clarity to get in red beryl, we're just excited to see anything in red beryl, a specimen. We've been bringing out gem quality. As a matter of fact, one of my What's New Wednesdays was centered around this stone, and there were a few to go around. And then this one, again, well, it's got a huge markdown. Let me just put it that way. This is a piece that I had a similar size. When we brought out, and I know we get much more viewership and traction when we talk about What's New Wednesday, and you get those emails in the morning and everybody knows to be here. It's a little different when we spring one on you. But this is not going to be a problem, because this was the size that I brought you in the debut day, where this size stone that didn't have this clarity, by the way, it had visible imperfections, which most red beryls do. This size, when I brought it to you in our big debut, was over $16,000. And it sold, by the way. So it did sell. Not available, otherwise I'd show it to you right next to it and you go, that is interesting. Here's a 45-point red beryl. The value is astounding. Now, you know this is one of the rarest stones in the world. It really is, especially as you get into really high-end gem specimens, gem quality, clarity like this, glow like this. It's a different world. And we're very proud to bring you 113-0928. Now, this is red beryl in a 45-point stone. That is colossal in this particular gem, most of which are just either not facet grade because of their size or their clarity and imperfection issues. It's got 85 points in diamonds in the bridge, and we even added a two-tone element, so we put a little bit of yellow gold just to set the stone, knowing that reds look so good in yellow, and then we have the white gold the rest of the way. So here's our 45-pointer, collection grade, private collection, red beryl. And it's true red. Sometimes they can lean a little more pink. This one's a true, honest to goodness red. It's stunning. Then you have the 45-point stone, which is major. And we're talking about one place in the world that's produced gem quality. It's the Wawa Mountains in Utah. Right here, US of A. There's not a lot of gems that come from the US. And certainly not a lot of best quality gems. Well, this is it right here. It's the only place. And yet this is where you get that really, really, really rare material. Look how clean that is. And then, of course, reminder, it is durable enough for everyday wear. You got about 8 in the Mohs scale, so you're good to go there. Diamond bridge mounting. You can also get a good look at your yellow gold setting for the red beryl. And then the rest is in the white gold to show off the diamonds, the beautiful white diamonds that you have. But this is going to be a mega moment. So like I said, the other one was what, $16,000? I hope my memory serves me correctly. It was either 16 or 18. I'm remembering those two numbers. But let's just say conservatively 16,000 on the same size we had back when they premiered. Now we have a better than $16,000 price. And it is a cleaner stone. It's a brighter, cleaner stone. This was just a deal that we're making happen right now because the stone was a deal. So we're bringing it down in price tag for you when I don't think there's anybody in the world who's going to take that stone loose and give you a value like under 10,000. Here it is, ready to wear. Set into beautiful jewelry with all those gorgeous diamonds, and it's not going to be even $10,000. Where on earth are you going to get that loose stone on its own by itself for under $10,000? There simply is no way. We're going to take it significantly less than that, and again, ready to set, ready to wear, ready to enjoy. Beautiful, beautiful setting. That also is one of our more compact bridge mountings, so it's easy to wear. I know it will not be $99.99. So this is a moment, and it's the most affordable in the larger sizes I've had. When it was a big debut, not all that long ago, that was just a few weeks ago. So we're probably a little bit, better versed than we were, let's say a month ago on red beryls, but out of this one source in the world. And here you have that gorgeous red color, and it's true red, not a pinky red, which a lot of them are. And that's beautiful, and that's more typical. We're gonna go even less, and if you're a reseller, get this. I hate to say that because that's not really where 99% of our shoppers are jewelry lovers, who are collectors themselves, who are buying for themselves to wear and enjoy beautiful jewelry that you would not find anywhere else. But if there's a reseller watching tonight, this is the automatic. This is the one you've got to get because it will go. And whether you're a collector to wear it or whether this is going to be your ultimate piece here, you have got to dial in right away. It will not last. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Yes, we do. 3 people talking about it so far. It will not be $9,000, $8,000, or $7,000. Now, I know $69.99 is nothing short of incredible, but it's going significantly less than that. So it's time to dial. Simple as that. You simply just need to dial in. Give it a try. You've got a money-back guarantee because I know the next thought is going to be, wait, that's too cheap for that piece. And you're right. You're absolutely right. It already is. And let me give you the knowledge of it's going even lower and significantly. So now is when you say yes and grab it while you can, because this one barrel in one of our largest that we have all together, cleanest, brightest, most red. Let me again show you up to the eye level, looking like the best of Burma. I literally have rubies that are more money in this size. When rubies look like this, and there's no comparison on the rarity, none at all. Rubies are available in every store out there. Red barrels are not. This is tough to find in museum exhibits, and you've got a better quality than any ruby can bring, and rarer by a mile. And I'll make it $5,999 only. First caller who says yes. And that is going to be a big, big, big congratulations moment, because I feel like you won the gemstone jackpot. You really do. When you get that ring at $59.99 for a nearly half-carat gem quality, forget about it. It's not happening anywhere else, and one caller gets it, and I don't know where else you're going to buy it or find it or even see it, let alone get affordability like is attached here to this incredible ring. So $59.99, then it's pearl time. We're into it. We're going to the pearls next, and only 2 strands. So which one's going to be your preference? Do you like a white gold or do you like a yellow gold clasp and closure? That's all you got to decide here. Other than that, they're identical, only one of each. That's the sad part. That's the bad news, which is why we're bringing it out in the first half hour of the show. But the red barrel, and I haven't tried this on. I know you know this mounting inside out, but let me give you a look at it on the hand. That was also just one that, yeah, I had to prioritize getting that early. Look at the glow, because otherwise fights like crazy over that one. This is a major early bird moment here for those that are ready early on to get those deals, and we'll send it out. So it'll be out, I think, probably tomorrow, unless there's any complex sizing you need. That'll be right out to you. So $59.99, and we'll see who's got it. Then it's pearl time. So this is the moment we've been waiting for, and we celebrate all of my June birthdays. We're celebrating early on. It's only our second show of June, so we are celebrating together with, well, something we've never done, and that's pretty exciting in and of itself. So it's pearl time. We're going to get into it right away, and like I said at the beginning of the show, there's a matching earring as well. The earring's going to be a little more available than the necklace, where the necklace is only going to be one choice in one color, and the other choice is the other color, and that's it. White gold or yellow gold for the closure. It's a beautiful beaded closure, so it really mimics the look of the pearl. But we're about to talk about 113-1361, brand new right now, and one of our best. And we brought you, last time I had a big strand like this, we did some golden pearls. They were over $10,000. When we've done Tahitians, they're usually right under $10,000. This is the freshwater cultured pearls. Still pearls that are made by the mollusk, okay? So keep that in mind. White South Sea pearls are a little bit more, they tend to be a little more Baroque in their shape, and they tend to be a little bit different as far as the sizes, so it's really tough to get a whole collection together for a strand. This is where I have one in white, one in yellow, because your clasp is still done in 14 karat gold, and you can see they're identical in their size. And this is really, to me, this feels like that, I can't help but think about like First Lady fashion here, because that's, to me, when you've got a spotlight not just by the country or one segment, you know, there's celebrities out there, but certain celebrities, you know, you're only known by a certain group, right? You're either in the singing group. I mean, there's certain people that transcend, and they're known worldwide. But most of the time, even when you've got a big name celebrity, it depends on if you're a movie person, if you follow the movies, or if you follow sports, or if you follow music, or what have you, and everyone's got kind of their celebrity segment of the population that follows them. Really, there are very few people that are known everywhere. And when you think about it, it's first ladies, it's some really well-known leaders around the world, not all of them, but certain ones. And you think about people that have the spotlight on them and have to look impeccable at all times, because there is that spotlight and there is that worldwide attention. And this is what I think of as far as a really classic tailored look in what is so beautiful in a classic style and in pearls. So the bigger size here, that's 14 millimeters at the base, and then they're going to ever so subtly graduate. The smallest pearl in your necklace is 11 millimeters. So they're also very, very large, and that's impressive. And you can see they're going to go all the way around. It's not just a few, it goes all the way around. The smaller ones are in the back, but they're still quite large, 11 to 14 millimeters, and let's choose your clasp color. White gold or yellow gold, but that's it, it's all I have, one of each, and that's that. And they're not $10,000, so I'll give you that heads up front, so you're more welcome to dial in and be there ready to go, because otherwise I think a lot of people are gonna look at the reputation of these pearls that precede it and wonder if this could ever be under $10,000, and I just want you to rest assured that it's time to dial now, because they will be far far less than 10,000. So we'll get them a home, and don't forget about the red barrel that's here, because that one verifying still. But look at this. Now let me show you the clasp enclosure. Here's the white gold, and then I'll walk you through the tutorial on how to use it, because I know that's always the big debate, is when you get it at home, it just is so beautifully done and sleek and seamless, but how do you work it? So I'll show you that. But there's your yellow gold, which is still going to, like I said, be spherical in shape. So it mimics the pearls, which are all round. I checked every one of them. There's nothing, and you can see it here, nothing Baroque. There's nothing potato shaped. There's none of these wavy edges to them. They're all perfectly round, and they will have, because they are made in the mollusk, they're organic gems, there will be subtle imperfections to them, but none of which you can see from even here. And this distance away is hardly a long distance away. It's a couple feet away. So it's really how it would look if someone was face to face with you, if you were having a pretty close quartered conversation. So that's really pretty close, and you're seeing no imperfections visually. Now we have the one clasp in the yellow. Let me show you how this works, because there's actually two parts to this process here. You've got a little, I don't know if you can see it there because it's subtle, but there's a little V, and I just pressed it down. That's your little button, and that's going to basically hook onto that other side of the clasp. And then, so that's the part one of the process, is to unlatch it. So I'm just undoing it here. So you can see a little V hook. It's like a V, like the letter V, as in value, and then it hooks onto the other side. So when you have this ready to go, so you put it probably in the front of your neckline, unless you've got someone who's putting it on for you. And you flip it. See, I just threaded that little clasp enclosure right on that little V hook. And then you're not done yet, because when you really want it to be secure, you're going to push it inward, and it actually slides inside of this spherical style. So two parts to the process, a little button to get it undone, and then that latches it, or unlatches it, I should say, and then you're going to thread it through. So again, step one, thread it on and push it in, and then it locks. And so it's really simple once you know how to do it. That's the yellow gold. Here's the white gold, and again, 11 to 14 millimeter pearls in this freshwater cultured pearl, but they rarely get this size. Remember, most freshwater cultured pearls are 4 to 5 to 6 millimeter. I had a 6 millimeter strand. I upgraded recently. I sold my 6 millimeter strand, and I sold it for more than this piece is going to be. And it was 6 millimeters, which would look so microscopic in comparison to where we're at here. And this is the perfect, again, fills in any neckline, can wear it with just about anything, can go very dressy or a little bit more casual. I think that diamond collars, for example, they don't always feel daytime. Pearls do. Pearls can feel day to night. It really is a versatile style. And to give you an idea how big they are, take a look at this and how they show up even against a stark white, and you can layer it with other pieces, layer it with your diamonds by the yard. It is 18 inches, by the way, so it's a little longer than a lot of our necklaces that you will have the option to layer. So that's also good, because when I do 16 millimeters or 16 inches for you, a lot of you say, that's not good enough. I need something a little bit more lengthy. So we did this one in the 18 inches for you, and it's not going to be $99.99. So give me a call. We only have one of each gold color, and I know you're going to get your preference, that whatever you wear the most of, because if your hair's up or your hair's back, you may, again, I don't know, you could also show it too if you want to. I don't know with the graduated style. I think you're probably going to have that clasp in the back, but still, that might show up. So choose the gold color you love, and if yours sells first, then maybe not the end of the world if you switch it up a little bit, but not going to be $49.99. So another big discount from what we've done, and 18 inches. Love the length, because it gives us a lot more length for you than most necklaces. A lot of pearl strands are 16 and then 17, and that's not always going to work for everybody. We like that little bit of longer length, so it sits a little bit lower, so it's always going to peek through even if the neckline is higher. That's important, because this would then go over the fabric. I don't really love when necklaces and necklines are right at the same level, and then, you know, one's always hiding. The necklace is usually falling underneath the neckline, and it just doesn't have that great of an appeal. So it's really nice to see that longer length. It's not $49 or $39 or $29.99. So I would just say hustle to the phone lines, because I know this is going to be a little bit crazy, and I wish we had 100 strands. We only have 2. We'll have earrings coming up right after this that match. So you might want to stay on the phone lines once you get your necklace, so you can have the match. And look at that beautiful idea. Look at how stunning, and there's such a good luster to them. We do love the luster of a pearl, and that's highly important. So all mollusk made, not those glass or plastic or coated or anything that's, you know, there's a lot of funky stuff going on with pearls. And yet this is the real deal. And we're not even asking for $1,999. And that is extraordinary. Here again is the yellow gold closure as well. So you can see that. And it's easy to find the center because there's always that largest pearl that I think stands out so distinctively. And that's going to be your center. So it's really easy to find the center that you need when you're putting it on. And boy, once it's on, it doesn't go anywhere because the weight of the pearl is a pretty hefty piece. So yeah, if you love really lightweight, light as air necklaces, probably not going to be the best for you. There's a weight to these larger size pearls. Do we need to go lower? I didn't think $19.99 could be beat or topped. Didn't think we'd need to. Let's keep going. There again is the one in the yellow gold closure and clasp there. And it's not going to be 19 or 18 or 17. Great gifting idea as well. Not your basic little starter pearl necklace here. It's a big one. It's bold. It's incredible. The luster's amazing. I mean, the fact it's showing up against a white backdrop the way it is looks so impressive. And it's not even 19, 18, 17, or 16. We're going to keep on going. I mean, I can't pay you to take them. But boy, are I practically doing that when this value is built in the way it is, where you're not even spending 16 or $15.99. There are so many places out there where a 14 karat gold clasp, because that's no small clasp there. The clasp is about a 9mm. So that's not a small bit of gold. There's a lot of places a clasp like this would be that price tag. And it's not even $15.99. Do you want the white or the yellow? Let me know what your clasp and closure gold color choice is. But they are not $15.99. We got to make this better, guys. We're going to blow it out right now. And then the earrings are coming up. Let's get them out the door. $1,499 a piece. That's it. And 60 seconds to go. And they'll be long gone. And that's an ultimate gift idea because it's also this month's birthstone. But the highest end way to really do this month's birthstone in those bigger sizes, in that gorgeous quality, and look up close because, you know, we're not afraid to show it up close. Like I said, they're not plastic pearls. So if they were, then they wouldn't have any even little subtle imperfections. Well, then you know they're plastic and then there's no value. That is where I'm going to show you as many as I can so you can see that close up. And the other is the exact same way. These have hardly any visible imperfections to them at all. They have that gorgeous ivory tone as their base, but then they give you a ton of luster, which you see are purples and pinks and greens and turquoise colors as well. And $14.99 gets you a strand. So that's it. White or yellow gold. Let me know which one you like, and then we're moving on. We got the earrings coming up, which are fabulous as well, and then we're done with our pearls for the event. That's it. This is our new one today. Something new and exciting and unexpected, and something that we don't usually have. I mean, I've never had anything like this here in a decade. So that's a lot of jewelry and a lot of shows and a lot of ideas, but nothing in this jumbo size of pearl necklace. So really excited for you to get one, white or yellow. If you're debating, well, let me know. But again, we got to show you the earrings next, which are going to have also a choice of gold color, and these might roll around a bit as they tend to do because that's the proof they're round. But we're going to come in close and just take a look at two incredible button style. This is going to be that, and when I say button style, I'm talking about the size of the earring. These are not small studs, but they are a round pearl, and look at the luster here. Now, here's the thing. You're going to choose your gold color. It does not matter. It really doesn't. I still want you to go ahead and choose your favorite gold because we have white and yellow, but it's not going to matter even on the backings because, well, let me show you the backing, because the backings are that really cool gold within silicone. But one more thing to add before we get into it is that these are actually 18 karat gold posts. So we still wanted them to be less reactive if you're somebody who is a little more sensitive to alloys. So let me show you, this is that backing, which is also still going to be your backing that we would expect, but this is what's going to allow you to get a better grip and also for that backing to maintain its security for you at all times. That is a silicone backing with the gold inside. And then of course you're going to pop your post, which is your standard post, right on through, and that's done in 18 karat gold. So it's 113-1360. And welcome into our last little bit of pearls here. Just something fantastic. Now these are actually 13 to 14 millimeter. We just gave it a little bit of range because they're somewhere within that 13 to 14. We didn't want to get specific on each pair, but they're anywhere between 13 and 14. So it might be a 13.8 or a 13.2. And quite frankly, there's no visual difference between that 1 millimeter difference in diameter. So all 13 to 14, which of course is the equivalent to what we just saw in the largest of the pearls in the necklace we just had. So here we go with the 18 karat. Now I do have yellow gold and white gold, but they are limited. I've got a few more than 2 like the necklace, but at least we've got the white and the yellow, which again only would show when you're actually putting them on. That is literally just the post and the backing. So, and the backing has got the silicone around it, so it's going to be less visible as far as which gold color it is. So don't worry too much about that, and it makes a great gifting idea. And again, if maybe $14.99 is not a giftable option for you, maybe this is, because this is certainly going to be a little bit more affordable and still doing the ultimate luxury, still doing gigantic sizes, freshwater cultured pearls. If you're not familiar with the millimeter size, don't worry, we'll put them on the hand and also measure them in an actual ruler measurement so you know exactly how big they are, and then you'll see them on my ear as well so you can see that style. But $14.99 they're nowhere close, they're not even $9.99. This is still 18 karat gold. We went all out on these pearls. We don't do this very often, so we really wanted to make sure that they are affordable for you, giftable moment, obviously a great way to celebrate this month's birthstone. So if you know anybody on the calendar who's got a June birthday, this would be a perfect way to give them a higher end way to celebrate their birthstone and a more luxury way to do it, because let me give you a measurement here. I want to show you the size because that's really going to make an impression, and they're not $9.99 either, so let's keep going. Kind of had a feeling we need to do something wild here. Take a look though, again, against the white background. Now you see the up close and you see all the luster, but this is where the size comes into play. Look at that. They're a ½ an inch, maybe even a tad more in diameter, and there they are. I'm going to call them approximately a half, but then they are, I've got that great 18 karat gold seat that's built in, perfectly round. So that's your profile. They look, you know, there's the mabe pearls and things where they're more flat in the back and then rounded and domed in the front. These are completely round. So that's why that silicone backing is so valuable, so that it won't fall. That also gives you a nice little anchor to the actual earlobe so that they're going to stay right where they should, because you've got a larger earring. There's just more to hoist up there with that post. You're asking that post and that backing to do a lot of work. And so that's why we had that extra special clasp enclosure there for you. Let's get them out the door. How beautiful are those? They are just so elegant, so really refined. They look polished. I'll tell you, even if you're feeling like, I want to be polished and put together, this is your instant way to do that. I don't think that I've ever seen someone that's not polished and elegant and really just well-heeled in a pearl earring. This really defines that style. And yet it's not going to be $9.99 or $8.88. You know, this is a really big upgrade for pearls, and we're going to go even lower than $777. Last time I had pink pearls, they were that price. We're going to go a lot lower on something new and fresh and updated for you. Really exciting time to be with us when we've got the values we do on such impressive sizes. And again, the 18 karat gold, I still can't get over that. We see very few 18 karat gold in earrings. The fact that that is for, again, anybody who's a little more sensitive, that's a big upgrade to have and a wonderful way to give you all that you're looking for. And really just define fine jewelry. It's not $777. $6.99, $5.99. How much jewelry am I going to give away in one Thursday night? We're about to find out. We're going to go $499 on those pearls, which are mostly in the hottest, brightest light that are not friendly to pearls. Look how pink and purple they are. It's almost like looking at kunzite at first glance, and that's the luster we want. Pearls are graded on a lot of different things. We know diamonds are graded on the 4 C's. Pearls have more than just size. We really don't care about just size. We want size, we want shape. The ideal is the round, which you're getting here. You want great luster, and what else? You really want to have that beautiful necker. That's the 4 different categories. Size is one of them. That's the diameter you're getting, and they're huge. But you want to have that round shape is ideal. You want to have that gorgeous luster, which is what you're seeing there. That pink, that purple, as they move, you'll see gleaming goldens and greens as well. And then, of course, what else? You get that flawless style. You are so up close on these, and look at, again, where are the imperfections and the big old craters and the dimples that you normally see in a pearl? They're just not here. So that's the beauty of it. You know you're getting that superstar upgrade. All right, $4.99. Thank you very much. Let's move on. We got a lot more to do, and we've got some other great pieces to show you in the next couple hours. So if there's anything I can find for you, and I know we're all waiting patiently for those tanzanites. This is the one we ran out of time to show you last night, that beautiful classic 3-stone style in a 9 karat. I will also have a 5 karat that looks identical. So only more diamonds. So There you go. And this one's going to be a fraction of the price. So I thought we would show you. It's kind of an interesting night to see those two together, but I'm thrilled we have them. There's also a large ruby. If you're looking for a multi-million-dollar ruby, we got one. There's our gorgeous glow of an 18-karat gold Marquise cut Burma. So we've got that. I can put up all the jewelry we have tonight. There's like 7 pieces to show you, and we can see what you like. And don't forget to get the strand with the pearl. I think that is, I'm going to show you together because we still have the strands here, and I know everyone's verifying on those now. Let me just show you how those look together. So if you are thinking for under $2,000, I better get myself the set, I think you'd be very smart to do so. Take a look at this. There's the necklace and there's the earring. So why not grab one of the necklaces to go with the earring as well, and then you'll be all set. And they don't have to be worn together. I think there are certain days you'll just wear the earring, other days you just wear the necklace, and other days you want to go all pearly. So take advantage of that necklace as well. And then $499 for the earrings. All right. So congratulations, everybody. Now, operators, will you let me know what color you're getting, please? Because white gold's more limited. So we just had, okay, yellow gold for Jason. What color? Yellow, yellow. Okay. Yellow, yellow, yellow. So far, we're all yellow, which is good because I got more of those. So that's good news. We've only got 4 on the white gold, so that's a little more limited, which is actually what I'm showing you here. And then we'll keep on moving. There's a beautiful yellow diamond earring and ring tonight. We've got a couple really good yellow diamond pieces. A little white diamond extravaganza in form of a blowout wheel. All right, thank you guys. Glad you love the pearls. Me too. Let's move on. We've got some mandarin garnet earrings. We're gonna do a very big blowout. I do have a couple of good rubies. I've got the Marquise, but you know what's funny? I've got a larger stone here. This one's really good. This one's got yellow diamonds and white diamonds. That used to be $49.99 last time I had it on a blowout sale. And today it's come down by thousands of dollars. So let's just give you a quick little blowout. This was $49.99 on a sale event. It was a holiday weekend sale event. And now it's nowhere near $49.99, so I think somebody's going to want this one very quickly. There is only one, so let me just give this away before we get to our top of the hour, which is 10 minutes from now, and then we'll have our top of the hour special, which is something very important. But here we go with 112-4574, and this has, yes, yellow diamonds and white diamonds together, so we did upgrade it. We got you a nice upgrade there in your yellow diamonds, and then, of course, still giving you the white diamonds, so a little mix and match moment. That's a round ruby, so talk about rare cuts. There's one of the rarest of them all. In the round, it's giving you a 1 carat 09 on that carat weight, plus the yellow, plus the white. How about 30 points in the yellow and 84 in the white diamonds, giving you a carat 14 all together, and so beautifully finished side to side. It's all diamonds as far as you can see. I love that little triangle because that looks like a trillion stone without being the expense of a trillion stone. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. So you can see the 2-tone gold mixing in with your 2 tones of diamonds as well, and that is not going to be $49.99. So that was our old, like, Memorial Day weekend was here, and of course that was on during Memorial Day weekend for $49.99. I'm no dummy. You would have had 10% off. That would have been $499. So here's the deal. It's going a lot less than even $44.99. So all I can say is call me quickly if you love it, because that is one of the cleaner, brighter private collection rounds. It's so difficult, and you see the beauty of a round. It's not just, and they're not all going to do that, but because it's so high clarity, you're getting a lot of sparkle and scintillation from that round. So you're getting that really impressive little flash. It is very much red beryl, red diamond like. There is something, I mean, I showed you a 45-point red beryl. We saw that. This looks a lot like that, but in a gorgeous ruby. So maybe 45 points isn't quite enough for you. Maybe you like the dazzling round instead of the pear shape. Here it is. And less than even $4,000 or $39.99. See, you don't need a sale to shop a great deal of savings. That's the idea. And this is where, again, we're just moving some jewelry, taking some of the really important pieces from our vault. It's kind of like we've loved the museum masterpiece must goes. Everything is its own version of a masterpiece here. Everything is. Mother Nature's masterpiece, created in beautiful jewelry, where we actually created the masterpieces for you so they can be finished pieces that you can wear and enjoy. But they all have to come down because we can't just sit on the same jewelry forever and ever and ever, amen. We got to move jewelry. And in order to make new jewelry, got to move jewelry that exists. And sometimes they're just higher end, and there's not a lot of people. I mean, as you go higher and higher in the price tag, you have a smaller and smaller and smaller pool. And it becomes a waiting pool of customers that can shop $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 pieces. However, when it's already down below $39.99, and we're going to keep going, it's not even $2,999. So there's the gimme. But before we say sold, hold on, I'll give you even more savings because it's not even that price. You're getting well over a carat of the yellow and the white diamonds together and the ruby in the round, and it will not be $29.99 at all. You're going to save even more. Come on in because this is next month's birthstone and one of the most highly valued stones on the planet, and we are discounting it again. So it is $2,888. That's it, $28.88. Bye-bye, it'll go 30 seconds on that one. That is, and by the way, out of comparison, my new ruby that hasn't been discounted yet, this ruby is here for 15 grand. So which would you rather have? Now, I would be happy to show it if you're really a Marquise lover, but if you'd rather have the round and get the bigger diamond weight and the yellow and the white together, go here and it saves you a ton of money to get that one. So $28.88, let's see who's got it. Then we've got the yellow diamond earrings that are so stunning. Yellow diamond drop earrings. They look so fabulous, and they're still giving you white diamonds too. So don't worry, you're gonna get a little bit of everything, and they are just on point with the diamonds and the drops. You're gonna love them. So they're very, very, very affordable. We'll show those coming up as well. Loving those. And then anything else you want to ask for, request, you got to tell me what those requests might be tonight, and we'll find whatever you need to see and, more importantly, get discounted. That's the more important part. It's not just about seeing it. It's about let me discount it for you. We understand that Thursday's a kind of crazy night, so we do some really special things on the discounting front so you can save a bundle on all your favorites and get everything you love and then save the money doing it. So you ready to see yellow and white diamond earrings? They're gorgeous. They look very red carpet, but that's okay. We can handle that sometimes, right? Every now and then you want to feel a little extra special. I think any day you wear jewelry, you're feeling special, and then there are days you just want to feel a little bit extra elevated. That's what we're going to have you do here coming up on this next earring. So $28.88. Somebody let me know. Holla. Who's got that one? We're not leaving it here. I'm not going anywhere till that goes because that's my value. In all the ruby collection, everything we have. I do have a ruby later in a necklace. It's got onyx with it. That's really unique. Very, very unusual to see. So I'll flash that. It's a nice ruby. It's an 86 pointer. But it's got onyx and diamonds. Look at that. That's really pretty. So very unique, kind of a specialty designer style for us. We'll do something cool there. But again, $28.88 in around over a carat. So difficult to achieve and have that still maintaining over 1 carat in actual size when it is cut that way as a round. Okay, so let's move along. We've got a couple of minutes here to go till our big top of the hour, and that top of the hour is incredible. Plus, we're going to see some emerald earrings, and we've got some mandarin studs and lots of earrings today, as you've well seen. Earrings and pendants, there's quite a few. And then we also have this new, now this one's a lot of money because there's just a brick of gold here. But take a look, if you like a lot of gold, that's 18 karat, has that vintage feel and appeal. I can discount that for you because I know we're not going to get $10,000 for that. So there's our 18 karat gold, very lacy, very ornate. So we got a good one there. Plus tanzanite earrings have arrived. We got some bigger button style earrings for you that are also in the emerald cut. Look how pretty these are. Ooh, yes. Those are going to be going. I mean, this show is packed. So all the best of the best, plus an imperial topaz pendant in platinum and 18 karat gold. Let me know what you like. That is really important. But let's just take a quick flash on these because they were last on the air, this was a long time ago. We gave them a new item number just so I could discount them even further because I said, listen, I've shown these dozens of times. And they're not always, we don't always just bring you the basics. Sometimes we go a little dressier and a little high end, and the kind of pieces that are $30,000 here. But wanted to bring this price down on this gorgeous drop earring with yellow and white diamonds, mostly yellow. It's 1130608. We had to give a little new item number to bring down this price tag because this has always been $14,999 in the past. So technically the price should be going up, not down. And I do want to show you there's a little different design here. There's a left and a right, and I probably would reverse them for you if I'm actually thinking this is probably the way you're going to wear them, because see where the white diamonds go? The white diamonds are actually on one edge of the base of the earring. So it's like this beautiful, think of like an elongated figure 8 and a little bit of scroll work there. And so you've got your yellow gold and yellow diamonds, white gold and white diamonds. It's 1130608. There's 290 of just your yellow diamonds and also 27 points in the white, which would be just along the edge of the base and then here up top. That's going to be a new markdown. Call me and make me an offer because they've got a markdown from $14,999 and then they went down to $99.99. Now that still may not work because we tend to look at everything just based on a diamond weight. It's a little different when you've got a couple inches of gold and you've got, the lever backs and also most of that diamond weight in the natural yellows that are all matched. So call me and make me an offer on the earrings and we'll take a reasonable offer on those, okay? So we'll see those, and again, 2 inches, and I'll probably pop this on for you so you can see them there. But we have 2 minutes till our top of the hour. Still have that big ruby right down here. Look at the glow. Still kind of amazed that for $28.88, that ruby remains available. And then we've got a major, I'm just gonna bring out the ruby because a lot of you were asking me about it. What was that you flashed? Is that a ruby with something different, a combination I've not seen before? Yes, it is. It's item number 1129244. We're going to move that aside and bring this one out to play, which is going to come with the chain. So it's your full necklace, and this is also a big ruby. It's 86 points, 9244. Solid yellow gold. Look how beautifully finished. 14K, and that's going to be your ruby pair, 179 in the onyx, diamonds around it and in the bail. All done on a chain that's 18 inches in length. Also in that stunning, stunning 14 karat gold. I think, and let me just check that because, yep, it is 14 karat. I don't know. There is a very 18 karat gold richness to that gold there. So, you know what? Very impressive there. 22 points is the diamond weight. And let's make sure that you see that profile too, and all the arches of gold along the sides. We'll show it to you on the hand here also. Get you a look at it here. One really interesting, intriguing way to do a ruby. I've got a length for you if that helps kind of visualize how big that's going to be on your neckline. Sure looks good, doesn't it? It's an inch top to bottom, and here's what it looks like on the neckline. So we'll give you an idea of what we can do here. Let me show it against that skin tone there so you can see it a little bit better. And we'll make this really, really affordable. We're going to go back up close. Top of the hour is arriving. Here's our big moment for you. When you're looking for a ruby, and of course, one of the best out of Burma, this is the time to take advantage of it. Especially take advantage of me. Take advantage of drops in prices and discounts all day. We're going to make this simple. And as we get ready for a big 2 hours remaining on our Thursday night with you live as always. Really excited you're with us as well because we got the leader in fine jewelry here and we're discounting everything. So we're bringing it down, and this one, which used to be a $29.99 price tag way back when. This was a long time ago. So we're going to bring that down for you. Happy top of the hour. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. It's TVON. We got a major value. We got TVON taking off here with big discounts, amazing markdowns. You never see pieces like this. We've got the onyx, not enamel. That's important. When you see a lot of these designs, it's enameling, which is a great thing in workmanship. It's just not worth a lot. This is a natural gem that's carved, so it's a lot more workmanship when you're actually carving the gem to specific just border that diamond and ruby halo, then it itself is bordered in gold, and then diamonds extra in the bail, and the chain coming with it. Gotta love it. You can take the chain off, use it with other pieces. Let's blow it out right now. Top of the hour special, welcome in. This is my welcome in. No different than when you arrive at the party, you want to feel a nice warm welcome. When you arrive at a new job, maybe you're meeting people you want it to be a nice warm welcome. Well, as I say, welcome into Thursday night. Let's bring out the value, chain and all. You can have the pendant for free, and you can pay less for the chain than you would anywhere else. I'll make the whole thing $999, and we'll see it out the door. Unbelievably affordable. Ruby that's almost a carat. Onyx and VS diamonds, solid gold, and the chain coming with it, which, by the way, is a spring ring closure and 18 inches. Yes. Thank you. Our pearl strand with the white gold clasp is gone. The yellow gold, that's a shocker, remains available. So remember, $14.99 for our jumbo pearl strand. We had only one is available now, one remaining. So everything will go. This is what happens every Thursday night. And we have 2 hours left, and everything in the first hour stays. And then by the end of the show, it's all gone. And we are very, very busy on the phone line. So no doubt, a lot of late arrivals today. I understand, busy night. So here we are, bringing you a big value. Just let me know who's got the ruby, onyx, diamond, and gold combination. And verifying on that one. Still just love the fact we're bringing you a big ruby, just slightly under a carat. That's your light 1 carat ruby right there. That's a chain price. It's a price you would pay anywhere on the chain, and you're getting the pendant, which is the more important. I mean, gold's expensive, but the more important part is definitely the pendant with the ruby and the diamonds and the onyx and all that custom workmanship. That is a wild one. Don't forget to make me an offer on those gorgeous yellow and white diamond earrings. Waiting on those. We got it for $99.99. I'm listening to any good reasonable offer. And then here we are with our last call on the ruby necklace. Now we have some gorgeous emerald earrings too. It's going to be a pretty tanzanite centric night. Got a couple of rings and an earring for you. Also, I'll just flash our diaspora earrings since I did bring out a couple museum masterpieces for you because I know we've been loving that segment with the way they've been discounted. Let me show you what I have here just in case anybody's interested. Because they've been on the air before and they used to be, not kidding, $28,999. That's actually, I'm surprised it's not more. Those are radiant, color-changing diasporas with big, juicy yellow diamonds up top and white diamonds in the front of the earring. And that is a match set. We are dialed in to museum masterpieces, aren't we not? Look at the purples, flawless. I mean, that's rare to find in diasporas. And each stone here, I've brought you some great diasporas, and I know we're very busy on the phone line, so I think with intermission, we're getting a little busy all of a sudden. So a lot of pieces being picked up from earlier in the show, but since you guys really told me, I had so many of you reach out. Thank you to everybody who reaches out, LaurenBlairTV@gmail.com if you ever reach out or want to email or make a request or ask any questions you have. Lauren Blair is my name, Lauren Blair TV, like television, @gmail.com. So LaurenBlairTV@gmail.com. So accessible that way within a couple of seconds. But again, here's where we do something really important. So many of you reached out in the last couple of weeks and said, I'm loving this museum masterpiece must go thing. It's too good. Don't let it stop just because the JCK show comes and goes. So I have honored those requests here, and we're bringing some more. I know that last night I brought you two. We had the really, really special and important, we had the really good kunzite pendant. That was a lot of fun. And then we had a really important cashmere sapphire. This is the fantastic diaspora earring. Obviously, not something you would expect to see in a retail store. I don't know of a retail store that even carries diasporas at this point in this color-changing variety. But here are your bigger stones. We're going to get you 35 carats. So even our larger stones and rings have been 15 carats. These are bigger. These are really, really close to 17 carats. Each matched, clean, radiant cuts with purples, dynamic colors coming through. And you get the yellow diamonds and you get the white diamonds all built into this one pair of earrings in the yellow gold. Let's take a look at them. They're item number 112, $83.95. And keep calling me on rubies and the ruby rings and ruby necklaces and all the pieces we've had in the first hour. And we still have one strand left in pearls. One pearl strand. It's with the yellow gold closure. I want to make sure you get those. And the matching earrings are here as well. Thank you. But here we go with the diaspora earrings. Now I can just about assure you these are going to go tonight as well. So that's really important also to keep that in mind, is that these will go. They will, because that's the pricing we have for you. That's the amazing pricing that we're bringing. That's very, very important. So I just can't say enough good things about them. And we're going to help you own them right now and give you an incredible deal and send them out and really do something wild here for you. And all you got to do is just dial in. And here's your chance right now to pick them up. Just one pair. There's nothing I'd rather do than talk about jewelry. Except for one thing. And I'm not supposed to talk about this. This is a little personal, but there's only one thing I love more than talking about jewelry. And you know what that is? I'm just going to say it. I love selling jewelry cheap. No matter how high, listen, I do this for a living, but it's for fun. I mean, this is a recreational thing. This is just recreation. This is just my fun time, okay? This is my recreation. I'm going to tell you right now, like, wouldn't you do this for free? Like, absolutely. I mean, it's the best thing in the world. But showing jewelry and presenting jewelry, which is what most people do. Let's just, most people the job is called a presenter. Everyone's called a presenter. I'm not really, I've never said those words. I'm not really a presenter. This is about giving away really good jewelry, making it accessible and affordable to all of us. We all deserve to own great jewelry. There's no other way to do jewelry like this anywhere else outside of here. And I'm really proud that for this limited time that we have together that we can do this, that we can do this. And I'm going to give away a museum masterpiece, and it's every bit. I don't know if any of my museum masterpieces the last couple of weeks hold a candle to this, because when it comes to $34.96 of carat weight, radiant cuts, 52 points of trillion cut, they're fantastic yellow diamonds. And then you get white diamonds as well. And then there's the gold and the workmanship. And yes, they're going to be on the ear because you might be thinking they're too much. But when you divvy that 35 carats up, you actually have a really impressive earring here that is just fabulous. Let me do that so you know exactly what to expect. So I want you to be able to say yes, because the price tag's automatic. The price tag's going to be the easiest part. I just want to make sure they work for you first. Does the size work for you? Are they going to be something you're going to wear? There they are with an inch, and yeah, that's actually, I would say maybe a little under an inch and 3/4. I'm going to say an inch and 5/8 there. Yes. It's a necklace, and I will. If you can give me a second here, we'll do that in just a moment. We've got a great hinged lever back. They open wide, and then they just flip right up. These are yellow diamonds, by the way, in the trillions. So just FYI, they're yellow diamonds, white diamonds in the hoop. Here's what they look like from a distance as well. So you can see how they move and how they sit properly and how they don't flip or turn or do this roundabout way that other times, if they're not made well, they can tend to do. And then there's the color change. These champagne greens into a red, purple, pink. It's breathtaking. Let's go back to the wheel and give you a better value. And we're going to do something wild here. And we're going to take them down below this. I mean, I don't know, about $30,000. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We're under $1,000 a carat on the stones. If you would like them today, this is as rare as it gets. Collectors, museum. I mean, even my yellow and white diamonds that I showed you a minute ago, got those down to $99.99. I'll tell you, this is lovely, but it's not the rarity that is. There's no comparing the two. And the fact that these are going to be as clean and bright and stunning as they are, and in the 14 karat solid yellow gold, really easy flip, resistant hinge, I'm going to make this fabulous and affordable, and they're not even $99.99, which is what my yellow diamond earrings are. Just for some yellow diamond pave, I can make those over and over and over again. What I can't do is make another set of earrings ever that looks like this. And they will not be even $9,000 or $89.99. I'm too low already, and it's not going to stop me. I just really want someone to have them and experience what they're all about in person. See them, wear them, put them on. I'll make them 88, first caller. That's it, and they'll go. 88, good luck. Be the first, they will be yours, and you will absolutely love them. And know that nobody else in the world is going to have a pair of earrings like you do. Not even possible. Jason, who's waiting on that Speen? I have a full necklace. Would that be okay with them? I have a larger stone here for you. It's a round, and it's 113-1353. We'll show it next. We'll go from one color change stone to another. All right, let's show our Speen. Speen coming up. The Speen on the way is got a fancy cut diamond right up top. This is what we've been seeing lately. Good rounds with a couple of extra. Give me a second to zoom in, and I'll prop this back up for you. Okay. We've got a Madagascar carat 80 here. Okay. Carat 80. Check this out. That's really good. Let me refocus the camera too. Hang on, I'm gonna hold it with my left hand here. I'm gonna become a lefty for a minute just so I can get, there we go. Gotta see it all focused. There we are. So that's my 180 Speen. What do we think, Jason? It's 18 karat solid gold and white gold. It's got great finishing behind it. That's a fancy kite cut diamond up top. It's all attached to a chain that's going to have additional diamonds in the chain. We've been doing that lately too, just dressing everything up, making everything more rare, more exotic, more special, and then bringing prices down. It's going to be our carat 80, 24 points in the one individual fancy cut, 24 points the rest of the way. Those are baguettes and rounds. And then let's take a look at it this way, because you got a couple of diamonds on either side in the chain. So your diamonds by the yard is built in. Do you see it? There are two diamonds on each side. And that's why we soldered that pendant to the chain. So it's all one complete necklace, so everything stays centered, because otherwise it's never going to stay centered. And I want you to have one diamond perfectly placed on either side going up the neckline. So I'm going to show it to you from a distance away here and show it this way so you can see that beautiful color that we have. And then you're going to get this great value coming your way as well. Stays in the white gold. What do we think? Need a great value? I'm your gal. That's what we're going to do. What do I care? I just care that you get the piece and love it. I want you to just love the price. Love what we do. Love what we bring. Love the kind of discounts you're getting. And let me get the smudge off of it. And it's 18 karat solid. So that's incredibly important here. I think it just really speaks to the rarity of the stone and the diamonds to put that in that higher grade of gold. And I know it's $59.99. Let me just give it away here. What are they going to do? You know? Got to move some jewelry on a Thursday night. We got an hour and 45 to do it. 105 minutes. Let's make miracles happen. Let's go ahead and blow it out for $2,999. You know what? Skip that. Let's go $24.99. 500 bucks extra off on me. Let's see who's got it. Diaspora earrings are verifying too. Those will go. The yellow diamond and white diamond earrings. We're waiting for an offer on the yellow and white diamond earrings. We'll do some unorthodox things here. Anything to get some jewelry given away in the next couple of hours. That's what we're here to do. So that one's got to go. Who's got it? 3 people talking about it. Who's going to get it? Or is it the diaspora earrings that you'd like to have? It's up to you. But $24.99 when a speen is, look at that. I'm barely moving it because I can't move it too much. I'm sitting here, you know, it's a 10 power magnification. But look at that brilliance you're getting. And then the fact it goes green to red, that's what this color changing speen does. That rarest color change from pure green to pure red, never losing the dispersion and the brilliance. That's what it's all about. So our last call there, $24.99. Okay, let's also do a yellow diamond deal coming up. We got a really important yellow diamond. I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I need your expertise. I'm going to need you to help me figure this one out, because we got a really important yellow diamond. Who's going to take the speen pendant necklace, full necklace? It's all attached. All one gorgeous piece, $24.99. You got a money back guarantee as well. It's in the yellow. It's 18K. We did all the upgrades. And there's the close-up on those diamonds, just so you can see. There are the 2 bezel sets. They're going to be 4 in total, 2 here, 2 there, and then all just perfectly placed around your color-changing speen round. Jason, not taking this one? All right. All right, let's keep moving. We got more on the way. Tanzanite earrings are here. The big emerald cut studs. This is our one only, brand new right now, $24.99. And let's show you our big imperial topaz here in a pear shape. There's my pear shape. And that one's got a window, so I'm not going to, I don't show anything with a window. If it's got a window, you're going to see it. And if you don't see it on air, then, well, guess what? It ain't there. Because it's just that fact. I mean, we got 10 power magnification on everything. So I'm going to skip that imperial. Not a fan of that stone very much. Want that better cutting. So let's do something in Tanzanite earrings. And then, of course, we've got some rings for you as well. 113-1356 is the number. This feels like a big towering stone in a ring. But actually, there are 2. So we're going to have 1 in each ear for you. Beautiful skyscrapers of emerald cuts here. Beautiful red flashes. These are both museum reserves. So having 2 in 1 earring, gorgeous. We've got an 18 karat again. Going with the 18 karat gold here yet again. We've seen a lot of it tonight. And how nice it speaks to, again, we wouldn't do that. Doesn't happen by accident. It's doing it when a stone is deserving of the 18 karat gold. And quite frankly, all of what we have is just so important. We have this upgrade in the gold for you. So here is 18 karat solid 720 in the emerald cuts all together. So you got about 3 karat 60 or so. And then you're getting 14 points in the baguettes. See how they trail around the halo? It's not just round brilliance. Baguettes and rounds together, combined, looking fabulous. And that's going to be 1 pair. We'll do a quick little blowout. And then let me know what you'd like to see. We need requests. Get those in. Hour and 45 to go. And then we're going to see a couple of Tanzanite rings. What were you picking up there, Jason? Gotcha. The round or the marquise? Okay, gotcha. All right, so thank you on that one. All right, let's move on to a really, really impressive value here, because I think $99.99 is going to be a tough ask tonight. And so we've been moving all those prices down and bringing down some big time values. Here we go. Don't forget about our red beryl and our round ruby ring and all the gorgeous rubies we've had. There's been some really good ones. We have the marquise as well. But if you want your red flashes, This is a ruby element coming out of tanzanite. Only the best in the world can do that. You've got these massive stones here. 720 is the size. Let's show them to you here. And it's a center post, by the way, so you can wear them however you'd like. If you are someone who'd rather have an east-west setting, or maybe you'd rather have a diagonal setting, you got that choice. They are a 1/2 inch top to bottom. We'll show them on the ear as well. Center post as well. So you got that, again, that convenience built in. They've got a nice butterfly backing. It's going to be a larger butterfly backing for you as well. And this is what they look like from a distance away. So you can really see the epic glow that they give you. It's just a brightness and a beauty we would not normally see out of any other tanzanite outside of the Museum Reserve world of our own exclusive blue wing block Ds. Back to the wheel we'll go, and let's get you a better value on the earrings. Not going to be $99.99 as I said. We'll take them even lower than that. Send them all out, give you a great value. Only, let's do something wild. $39.99 first caller. I don't care what things go for. I just want them to go. Your gift tonight is being here and seeing these values, and more importantly, picking up the phone and dialing in. $39.99 on 720s. That's one earring price. I'm just doing 2 earrings, buy one, get one free. You got the pair that should be 10 grand, and now we're not doing that. Diamonds coming up, all white diamond rings on the way. Whether you're looking to get enfianced, whether you're just somebody who says, I love diamonds, I wear diamonds, I know I'm gonna wear diamonds every day, let's do that next. Diamond wheel, set of 4. I've got 4 incredible pieces for you. They're on discount too. That's why they're all part of a blowout wheel. So we will see them next. 4 great rings. Thank you on the tansies. They are gone, well done. Thank you much. So are the yellow diamonds, I think. So our yellow diamond earrings, they're really fabulous. Look at this. This is the big marquise. We're going big time here. We're going big diamonds. We got a big round and a big marquise. So those are those really classic styles, but I love the idea of matching them, like tearing them up together and going ahead and stacking away. Let's show you also this. If you want to get diamonds all the way side to side, less of solitaire and more of this action. And then here we are with another great option. It looks more floral, a little asymmetry to your florals. So 2 solitaires, 2 a little bit more diamonds side to side. We've got also a halo of diamonds around this round. It's on the side profile, so we'll show you that. But all 4 rings going out the door. A lot of us live in diamonds. I know that my choice of ring every day is diamond. I know it's why we get engaged with diamonds, because they're tough. They can put up with anything. We can be wearing them every day without ever having a care in the world about, we're not going to hurt our diamonds. We're never going to have a day where we say, oh, today I'm going to be extra active. I got to leave my jewelry at home. Wear your diamonds, and it's what we reach for, goes with everything, gives you, if you get good diamonds, they give you all the colors of all the gemstones in the world. Because if you get a good diamond, it's got brilliance. And if a diamond has brilliance, it's going to give you all the rainbow colors. So you're less worried about, do I want to wear red today, or blue today, or purple today, or pink today, or yellow today, or green today? You get it all. Good diamonds are going to give you everything. Gives you fireworks, the whole effect. And here's what we've got for you. All 4 rings. I've got 2 in 14K and 2 in platinum. So we'll walk you through what's what. These are some bigger diamonds, of course, on all of them. Really, it's just a matter of, do you like more of a solitaire setting style with the round of the marquise, or do you want a lot of big diamonds put together in one more decorative ring? Either way, you got a great way to go here. And we'll walk you through carat weight so you know what's what. Then call me, because there's 1 of each. They'll stay as they are in either, they're all white metal. Done that for a reason, to show off how white and bright these diamonds are. But if you want the marquise solitaire, that is our 37 pointer in the solid white gold. So that one's gold. And then we go to the round, because that's my other gold option. That's a 60-point center. So that gets even larger. And then look at the side. There's that side profile halo I was telling you about. So that's 60 points in the center and 10 points on the side, 70 altogether. Also gold. These are our 2 platinum options. Platinum in the back, platinum on the left. So if you like this 3-stone style with the split shank on the sides, that's an 18-point center. Right here in the round, the rest of the way, another 82. So it's getting you exactly 1 carat in diamonds here. And then if you like this more abstract floral, all bigger stones, it's got pear shapes and rounds together. That's going to give a diamond weight of 77 in the pair, 9 points in the round. So that'll be a grand total of 86 points all together, and we're going to blow them out. All 4, same price. It's a blowout. See that? Designer diamond blowout 4. Yes, we got pretty much the high points all just attributed there to what's going on. 2 in gold, 2 in platinum. They stay as they are. Sending them on out. Let's do it. We got a major value, and those solitaires are big time. I mean, you don't see a lot of solitaires here. If you're looking for an affordable way, I love the way these stack. I think a lot of people don't believe in solitaires outside of the bridal arena. You can do a lot of fun things with solitaires like that. and stack and play. Put Wonder Rings around them. Remember the Wonder Ring? I know it's been ages since we've seen it, but remember the Wonder Ring, that V-shaped ring? Of course you do. Most of you are wearing one every day. Great way to stack is put your Wonder Rings around those solitaire styles, gives you a little updated look. You can do that. You can wear your favorites here. Love that little bouquet. Maybe you're giving flowers for an occasion. You think, wait, stop, before I spend hundreds of dollars on flowers, they're going to be good for a couple of days. Let me get a ring with the everlasting look. That ring in the back center gives you very much a floral bouquet look, all in a ring that's going to last you forever and ever and ever. And then we've got that all the way across the fingers. Side to side diamonds, fantastic values on all four coming up. Not even $13.99 like they used to be. We got a big chunk of savings coming up and on the way for you. That was my lowest price on any of the four. Going even lower now, just to make this a lot more interesting tonight. Get some jewelry out of here. Lots of calls coming in. We got a lot of pieces from earlier that are starting to go as well. But you're taking a better price tag, a big drop, guys. I'm going to make them really, really affordable here tonight. This is a Thursday. It's a wild night to be with us. We got all your savings for you, and I'll blow them out right now for 999 bucks. Can't do the metal by itself for that price. You got the diamonds for free, all the labor and workmanship for free as well, and that's going to be all sized and got to your doorstep for free in addition. So you've got all those really important aspects. Then we got some emerald earrings on the way. Tanzanites galore are here tonight. 2 more rings. It's wild. Have you ever seen a 5 carat be a 9 carat? It's happening tonight. We've got a 5 carat that looks like a 9 carat. Never seen that. We're going to do that for you. Save you a bundle there. Which one do you want to see on the hand? Let me know which you have a favorite, and we'll show them. Let me just pop them all in the hand here real quick so you don't have to even call and ask, because I know who wants to make a phone call, right? But the truth is you got to. If you want to get in on any of these deals, you got to make the phone call. Got to let us know which one you're thinking about. Let me show you how they look here across the hand, and obviously you're going to decide where to wear it, but you can see the scope and scale here. There's that bigger round brilliant. Remember, that's got the halo on the side border of this platform, so you're getting a really good look. Then we've got the marquise cut. This is my all the way side to side diamonds with a big 30-point round in the middle. This is all bigger stones, pear shapes and rounds. The pear shapes are huge, and you've got just under a carat here, and you've got also, that was just exactly a carat there on the band style, and then your solitaire is just one bigger stone there. So really epic value. That's actually where your better values probably lie, because you're getting that really individual larger stone. We'll go back to the wheel, show them all again for you. Any one you want, $999. It's our last call. They can't go any lower than that. Simply cannot. These are all 14 or platinum. So either your gold or your platinum options here. There's that more floral design. Here's our other solitaire in that round with that side halo. So last chance, last call. It's $9.99. We're in sell it or melt it mode because, again, you can't make new jewelry if you don't have the gold. We're not buying gold at today's rate. Otherwise, do you want the prices to go up 4 or 5 times? I know I don't. So we're having to melt down pieces from the inventory, but we're giving you a last chance. Which one, Jason, do you like? Front and center, you got it. The marquise cut, the 37-pointer has been sold. Congratulations. That's one in 14 karat gold. That one stays in 14 karat white gold. Thank you on that one. 3 left. We're waiting. All 4 got to go. Can't leave them here tonight. Sell it or melt it. You know you're going to call me in a week and go, oh, I've decided I want that ring. That was a great deal. And then they're going to be all melted down and gone, or gone to somebody else's house. So it's one way or the other. They're the last option. Your last call is now. Which one do we like? The round, the side to side, the more floral aspect, not an exact floral. That's probably why I like it. Yes. You got it. No, it's already gone. You can't get the marquise because he got it. So, nope, you can't get that one. That's a one only, and it's already gone. Now, Jason, if anything falls through, let us know, and we'll have that. We have a backup buyer for the marquise cut. Round we have, which is the larger stone. The larger is the 60-point round. That's our 60-point in the solitaire with the diamonds around it. And then you've got your last final couple options here. 1 carat here, and then close to 1 carat here in that more floral design. All right, let's get to emerald earrings. We got emeralds on the way. If you want, I've got 54 points in diamonds and gold. That's like $8,000. So it just goes to show you. There's a lot of value when it's an older item that we mark down, because that piece, I don't know if anyone's going to spend $8,000 for 50 points in diamonds. That's never happened in my career. So it's one of those where, yeah, I'd go with some of these rings instead. If you have $8,000 and want to get that antique version, great. We can show that to you, but it's a little bit pricey for 50 points in diamonds. I'd rather see you get a ring and invest into the ring here that's going to give you much more diamond weight, give you a much bigger savings, $7,000 saved, which I love. And then we've got another little emerald blowout. We're going to do some really cool earrings. These are chic. They're really updated. It's a drop meets a hoop meets a stud. Let me explain. It's all three of your classic style earrings in one. So as we move those aside, let's get to our emerald earrings here. I know emeralds have been very popular, of course, May being the month that just wrapped. So we have a lot of beautiful emeralds that we've been showing, but this is actually an earring where the emerald's going to sit at the top. And it does have a little, see, drop, hoop, and stud, because this feels like a stud up top. But we didn't just leave it there, because we know we all have studs. Studs are kind of basic, and I feel that they're a little bit boring sometimes. I mean, they are. They're classic, but they can be a little bit underwhelming because there's no design element. I think that's why, as a designer, I just don't always do a lot of studs, because I feel like it's so basic. Anybody can put a stone in a basket and it's done. And so we see that a lot. What I like is that this still starts with that great gem presence where the stud would be at the piercing, but then it's leading into this long linear drop where you get the diamond straight on down. And then you're going to have this little hoop feel, because even though it's a drop that goes straight on down, it still comes all the way and wraps in and fastens in the back. So it's like a hoop, but it's structured more like a drop, but without having a lot of movement. Because there's a lot of ladies that tell me, and when you work with gals all over the country for about 3 decades, finding the right jewelry for everybody, you pick up a few little tips of what you're looking for and what you're not looking for. And what oftentimes I found you're not looking for is an earring with a lot of movement, because then it can be really complex to figure out how to wear it, or it's getting always tangled. I know ladies with long hair certainly don't really usually do a lot of big drop earrings, because then they become one with the hair and then everything's tangling and it's moving, and those are like those chandelier styles, and there's a great look. I think, though, always my recommendation is when you're wearing a big moving earring like a wind chime or a smaller version thereof, hair up, hair back, hair ponytail, whatever, because then they really show the movement. They're not getting lost in your long hair. This is a style that still can be worn whether you got your hair down, hair up, hair back, longer, shorter, doesn't matter. They still really stand out. And how about those bright emeralds that you have? 113-1083 is the number. Emeralds that lead, because they are just, first of all, they're glowing. It's very tempting to say, let's make 2 rings out of this earring. But we know there aren't a lot of earring options in emeralds, because why? Hard to match. 54 points here in your pear shapes, 13 points in diamonds. Let's show you the length that they're going to give. So you're getting your, remember, emeralds look bigger than they weigh, but isn't that sleek the way they drop? I think this is a little updated. It doesn't feel like the old school earring. This doesn't feel like 70s, 80s, 90s, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're in the early aughts. Fashion has had a resurgence, all about Y2K. It's all about Y2K fashion. Okay, so Y2K, 1999, early aughts, all of that. This is right, just really feels just even fresher than even anything from 20 years ago. It really feels like that bright gleaming glow, 7/8 of an inch. I want to show you how they open, because otherwise you're wondering where's the closure. It's actually hinged at the very bottom, so it's just going to literally click closed. So you open it up, pop that post in, click, closed, done. You'll hear it click and it's secure. Let's show them to you on, because I think that's even prettier. And straight post with piercing coverage, because the post is set lower than the earring. I like to point that out if your earring has seen better days, because chances are your piercing wasn't done yesterday. So maybe you've been wearing a lot of gorgeous earrings over the years, and maybe you don't want to see the piercing, you just want to see the gorgeous earring. This is really designed with that in mind, so you just see that gorgeous stone right up top. So this is really, look at the glow, even from this distance away. So bright, so glowing, so impactful. The best of Columbia right here on display for you in a match pair. And watch how we're going to make these a lot easier for you than any price tag you could imagine. Let's go back to the wheel, take them on down. As a matter of fact, let's auction these things off. Because why not? It's a fun one to get if you love a match pair of emeralds, solid yellow gold, or let's do white gold or rose gold. Free of charge. Whatever gold you want. It'll take a little extra time, but if you'd rather have the yellow or the rose, or rather the white or the rose, let's do it. Emerald looks good in any way, so let's just make sure you have the option, okay? We are halfway through this epic Thursday night. Has it not been one of the best shows you've ever seen? It's been incredible. The discounts have been incredible. Not a lot of new, but we're definitely bringing down the old, the pieces that got to go. We were really committed to moving those. It's last call on the air on everything you see here. Sell it or melt it time. We are trying to make new jewelry. We made new jewelry. The price tags were crazy. Gold. It's all because of gold. So instead, we're going to melt down some pieces that maybe you don't need, and then we're going to have that affordability you know us for. That's how we do it. We're the only ones that can do that because we're the only ones that manufacture our own jewelry. Nobody else does that. Nobody. And there's some people that say they do, but they mean they do it overseas. They've commissioned somebody who designs jewelry for every store and every dime store out there, and they do it overseas in India, and then they say, we'll take that. That's not your own designs. We're literally making it here on the premises. It's like 30 feet away from where I'm standing. So it really, maybe not even that. I've never counted. I'll count after the show. On my way out, I'll just count. I think it's about 30 feet away. So everything's made here. So you don't get any more direct than that. Our own stones, our own diamonds, and our own designs made here by us. So that's why, again, when I tell you nobody can bring you value, you already know that, but it's the how. How do you guys do that? That's a big reason why. And here's what I'm going to do on the earrings. They're $62.99 earrings. We're going to take them a lot lower than that. This is your option here. This is your auction. Auctions give you options because it gives you more affordability. I'm just trying to get the phone lines to ring. So here's what we're going to do instead of $6,299. I'm not even asking for $3,100, which is half. $3,150 technically. I'm not going $3,000 or $25,000 or $2,000 or $15,000. We're going to go even lower than that. And I'm not even doing $15,000 or $14,000 or, you know what? Let's go $1,300. Because that is $5,000 saved. To me, if I came on at 5 o'clock and said there will be a $5,000 savings for one caller tonight, stay with me and we'll see what there it is. That would be incentive to stick around. $5,000 off a TVON price tag, you better believe it. Take a look, $5,000 off. $5,000. We're really saving you some of the big money now. Big money. Got to see if we got 13. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it going. How can we help you? Any requests you have, get them in. Final call right now. Yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. Those emeralds are stunning. Let's also remember they look bigger than they weigh. Double. So it looks like you're getting a full carat of emerald earrings or emerald stones in your earrings, I should say. And don't forget, lots of earrings tonight. Diaspora earrings, yellow diamond earrings, gorgeous emeralds now, and we have seen pearls. We're going to see mandarin studs. We're going to have any of your requests as well. Just let me know. 1,300. No, nobody wants to say 5,000. All right, we'll move on. Remember, if everything that doesn't sell at 8 o'clock tonight goes straight to melt, and then it's tansy time. We got some tanzanites for you. Really good rings. I've got the 9 carat, which is what's funny is I told you I wanted to work on the price today, so I did. And then I look at what is said here and I'm thinking, why are we doing a 9 carat and a 10 carat? Turns out, let me just show you these tanzanites. We don't have an open on this tone. It's okay. Let's move on. You know what? If anybody wants them, just do $12.99 because I got tanzanite time. Just do $12.99. Easy enough. If you'd like the emerald earrings, $12.99. So last night, I showed this a couple of times. And of course, we got really busy at the end of the night because that's what happens on these weeknights because, you know, we get kind of wrapped up as most people are arriving. So interestingly enough, end of the show comes around and everybody, we're doing a recap and everybody says, what happened in the 9 carat? I told you I wasn't exactly elated with the price tag. And it turns out, well, the big diamonds are a really big factor in that, but also this stone. The stone is very important, as you can tell. So I said, let me work on the price tag a little bit for you, and I did. So I got here early, was working on the price tag, seeing if I could do any better. True story. And last night, we were looking for $79.99. I wanted to see if we could bring that down a bit because $79.99 is not exactly where I've been selling these blue wing block Ds every single day of my life for almost 8 years. So, you know, I've got a pretty strict standard as far as what I consider a value and what I don't consider a value. This is very important, but here tonight, something slated for this show on a Thursday happens to be a stone that when I saw it, I thought, okay, we're going to have a 9 carat and we're going to have a 10 carat. This is not a 10 carat. It looks it. Watch this. We're going to show you something. There's the 9 carat that I flashed last night that I really needed to help, you know, see if we could do something on the price. That is a stone I thought was bigger. Maybe it's the halo. I mean, they look about the same when they're absolutely side by side. Then you get way more diamond weight here. Now you tell me what you like. Because I did get this one down to a better price for you from $79.99 because I knew that wasn't going to fly. I got it down to a better price tag. And so I just want you to see them side by side because believe it or not, there is almost The left side is almost half the size of the right side, which I couldn't even believe. I couldn't believe it. And there's a lot of us that would get a bigger stone if the price were the same or if the price were better. But usually the larger stone's going to cost you more money every single time. So what I'm doing, to be clear, that's a 9 carat 10 on the right side. Let me give you the item number. It's 1131334. Okay. So that's this one here, which I did. $79.99 was yesterday. It's got the 910 with the 35 points in diamonds. Here's what I'm going to do, because I really, really, really believe that there is one caller for everything out there. Now, here's the issue. This one's come down from $79.99. We'll do much better. It's 35 points. There's only 2 diamonds. They're those specialty cuts. We saw them earlier, by the way, with the tourmaline. So if they look familiar to you, that's why. They were surrounding a really important fancy tourmaline. We had a blue-green tourmaline at the beginning of the show, which I'll bring back out, and we'll sell at the end of the show. But this is my 910 with the 35 points of those fancy cuts. Great 3-stone styling, very simple and straightforward. It's a gorgeous stone. If you would like this one, so like I said, $79.99 was yesterday. I wasn't really hyped about that price. So here's what I did. I got it down for you, and we'll make it really simple and easy. If you would like to get the 9 carat 10 square cushion, which is my other one as well, we will do this today for a better price, and it's only for one caller, so please dial early, and you can also have any gold you'd like. So if white gold's not your cup of tea, don't worry a thing about it. We'll do yellow or rose. Look at this on the hand. Okay, perfect 3-stone balance and style. There's definitely an audience for a 3-stone ring. It's very popular. If you'd like this one, I've got it down below 79 and below 69, and somehow, some way, this turned out to be the miracle. It's not even $59.99 for a nearly 10 carat museum reserve, and it's very balanced. So again, square cushions, great way to wear a larger stone if you still want to wear it every day, or more often than not, because it really does balance that carat weight. There's some depth to that stone to create that square cushion. So if you'd like it, it's not even $49.99. It's even better. And this is going to take it down to an extreme low so that, you know, you can go ahead and grab it if you love this one, because I know a lot of you were asking me about it yesterday. Just needed to work on that price tag. And did I ever? Because now it's only going to be $4,499. And for a 910, that comes down below $495 a carat. I can never, and just for the record, I can never do $495 a carat anymore. Can't do it. But that's what I was thrilled about. Now, if you would like, let's go ahead and show you the one with more diamonds, because there's always going to be a caller for everything. We all have different tastes. If you want to go with what looks like the same size but is not, and gives you diamond side to side and a lot of them, we're going to show that next. And it only seems fair. Now, if $44.99 works for you, I mean, that's a huge value, because I don't get to say those words very often. $494 a carat. That's, by the way, on the tanzanite. That's if the diamonds and the gold are free. There's about $3,000 in that mounting. So the diamonds and the gold, completely free. And one of our best values in tanzanite. Now, watch this. If you would rather, here's what I have new tonight. Watch this. Here is a stone that looks the same, but it's actually a 5 carat. That's what it says. Okay, I'm going to go with it. Looks like the 9 carat to me, but it's 113-1282. Here is my 5 carat stone. Looks identical. And we're going to give you more diamond weight. The last one had 35. This is 122. It's almost a carat more in diamonds, which is a big deal. And it's finished on the inside, and I think we can all see that that has more gold. I mean, even the width of the back. I mean, where it's more, look at this, from the back. It's even quite a bit more gold you can see from the most narrow point in the back. And that didn't used to matter, but nowadays it does. So think about that difference. There's a lot more gold. First of all, it has an under gallery, all of that support system built in, and more diamonds and more gold, and a look that's the same as the 9 carat 10, same cut, square cushion. The last one I did a blowout price. It was $4,499. It's still here. And make no mistake, they'll both go. But let's make sure that this one goes. If that, maybe you just want to be under 45. Maybe you'd like a little bit better price tag. Maybe this is intriguing. The idea of a 9 carat look and a 5 carat stone that is going to be a lot better price tag and a lot more affordable for you. It's not going to be $44.99. Here's what I'm going to do. And it's supposed to be more, because this is a new one with more diamond weight. So obviously it's supposed to be more. It's got more gold. It's got more diamond weight by almost a carat. That's a big difference. Here's what we're going to offer instead. And this is what I need you to know. If you would like, and this is where I'm going to really roll the dice here. We've only got a few minutes left in this hour, then 1 hour to go, Thursday over, and bye-bye. Here's what we're going to offer for you instead of $44.99. This is actually listed to go out. This very ring, all that information, if you're looking at item number 1282, the information tells me that is supposed to be today, tonight, as a brand new item in this show. That is supposed to be $5,499, $1,000 more. It's got more diamond weight. That just more gold, more diamonds are going to equate to that bigger price tag. Watch this. We're going to put it up on the auction block. I need your calls. This is a 9-carat look-alike. It sure is. The diameter, or rather the millimeter size, is nearly identical. I can measure them for you. It is more diamond weight, more gold weight. You saw all that inside, sides, detail all the way around. We're not doing $4,500 or $4,000. We're already now $1,500 away from where this is supposed to be, and we'll just keep on going. And we're going to get everybody a chance. $10 on the increment, so that makes it easy. If you're not the very first shopper, that's okay. I'm doing one auction. Hey, my last emerald auction didn't work. So here's where we're going to make sure it works. And I think that's probably going to require better than 39 or 38 or 37. But hold there. It's a 9-carat look. You just saw those side by side. Look at that from across the room, yet balanced. There's something that's not overwhelming about the size. It's a very wearable ring. Still got a lot of space there between knuckle and knuckle there. So I think it's going to be a pretty wearable style for everybody. It's not 37 or 36. How about 35? $3,500 for that ring. Carat 22 in diamonds. Any gold as well. This is also a gold color option. So you've got that option too. And it's not going to be 35. Or 34 or 33. Where are my colors? How about 32? I'm too low. We're saving you a bundle here. We've already saved over $2,000, and I'm going to keep going because I will get this one home. I just think, listen, $4,500 is a miracle. Someone's going to get the 9-carat 10, but if you want the same look, but with more diamonds and more gold and still all the great options, you got it here. And it's not costing you $45. It's not even, apparently not even costing $32. We're waiting for those phones to ring, and it's not going to be 32 or 31. Let's go for it. We're going to get everybody a chance at a 9-carat look, 9-carat plus, and a better price tag than even $3,100, and all the red flashes are there. Tons of gold. That's a full, like a mountain of diamonds on either side of the band, because the diamonds go all the way around. See how they make that turn? They go all the way over and around, that dome style on the sides. It's got the big halo in the center. It is not even oh goodness, please, jewelry gods, help me, because this is so wrong. I believe in karma, and I got to tell you, I think I'm going to be punished on this one, because this is going to be $3,000 to open. I got to get this one started. $10 on the increment, I wouldn't even worry about that. Let's get it started. Let's get it going. Let's get this one opened up here at $3,000 to open and get it. This is amazing. Amazing. 5-carat looking like a 9. Do you want to see them side by side? I'll show it again and again. Let me give you the measurements too, just to verify that. Because when you get, I mean, obviously when you're seeing them side by side and you don't see a difference, that's one thing. I'll give you the measurements of each one, the 9, 10 versus the 5-carat. 5-carat clearly looking like a 9-carat, but we've way upgraded the diamonds and the gold for you, giving you any gold color you want. Let's get it started. Take a look. 60 seconds. 60 seconds to get it going. I'm going to get out the handy dandy millimeter gauge, and we're going to go ahead and measure some stones here. Because just for the proof, that first stone I'm measuring now, so the 9-carat versus, let me see if I can, I don't know if I can do them both at the same time for you, but, well, wouldn't you know it? They're a millimeter apart. Now a millimeter is a teeny tiny increment measurement. A millimeter, I don't know if you can see it on here, but we're up close. Do you see each of those hash marks there from 0 to 10? Those are all 10 millimeters. So right now I've got it at right around, what, 14, 13 millimeters. So it's a very small increment of measurement. If I have the gauge set at 1 millimeter here, I'm going to show you how big a difference is. See the gap in this metal there? That's 1 millimeter. So not a big difference at all, is it? Not really. Not a big difference. So we have white, yellow, or rose gold option. Yeah. 1 millimeter difference in the size of the stones from the 9 to the 5. We've all heard of a 9 to 5, haven't we? It's not usually 1 millimeter difference. $3,000 We do have it. Jason, that is correct. We do. Thank you so much. We do have our open. We have got the open on the auction. We are at $3,000. May I ask who that is? They got $2,500 savings, and that's based on a price tag that was brought down because it had to compete with this one. And if you want the 910, go ahead. You can get it for $4,500. It's right here ready for you. It's waiting. If you like the 3-stone style, you like those fancy cut diamonds, you want the 9-carat, go for it. We've got it for you for $44.99. If you'd rather spend $1,500 less than that to get a similar look, more diamond weight, bigger ring overall, but a very similar look as far as the center stones go, here's how you do it. 3,000 we have, it's gonna go. We're gonna give it a final 2 minutes. We got nobody else except Jason's caller. Who is that? Where's Barbara calling us from? Barbara's in California. Hi, Barbara, thank you so much. Barbara is ready to steal the ring. And no competition has come in as of yet for Miss Barbara. So that's something special, and I think that can only be said by, hey, Thursday night. You got a really good chance because there's not a lot of competition here, clearly. Otherwise, you don't give away tanzanites like this on national TV and have them sit here with one bidder if there isn't something really, really cool going on for all of you. So let's give it, should we give it a last call? Are we done? 1 millimeter size difference between the two stones. 1 millimeter. You saw that little teeny tiny increment of measurement, not even really notable visual to the naked eye. We have got way more diamond. Remember the last ring? This one that I'm holding in my hand is 35 points. This is 122. This obviously has more gold, a lot more gold, and it's still all the options like your size choice, your gold color choice, getting it to your house for free, all that good stuff that we include every day with everything. And we're about to give this a last call, but one more time to look at it first because this is too good. And if you're just tuning in, getting close to that last hour tonight where we get busier and busier and busier as the show goes on. So really want to make sure, let me try it on again as well because we are busy on these phone lines. I hope it's bids coming in. $10 on the increment only. It could essentially, you never know, 3,010 is the next minimum bid. And look what that stone does. There is a razzle dazzle to a square cushion, a lot like what you see out of a round. So if you prioritize a little extra flash to your stone, you want to get neons and brightness, you want to get a little poppity pop pop, you want to get a little scintillation, you want to get brilliance, you want to get beauty. This is the way to do it, and all set in a package that is the literal best in the world, that is only here with us, nowhere else. Nowhere else. Only here, and we're running really low on it. So 3,000 the bid, and nobody else. Wow. Barbara coming in to steal my jewelry. I could not be more proud of her and happy for her. Question is there anybody else who wants to get in? We're about to give this a final call. Final call. Final call. And if you put the two side by side and asked even the most jewelry novice in the world, and you put the 9-carat with the 2 side stones, I think most jewelry people are going to say, I think that one, the 5-carat with all the diamonds, is worth more. And they'd be right, because you do have that really same look in the stone. So it's looking like a 9-carat, but it's giving you so much more diamond weight. Diamonds going all the way side to side across the finger, lots more gold. We all know bigger equates to more money typically. This one's got a lot of extra savings. We're going to give it a final call. 2 minutes. If you're new to us, new to this experience, new to shopping this way with the auction, you've got 2 minutes to dial in. When the clock hits 0, the auction closes. So we have to basically shut down the phone lines there as far as eligibility for the auction. You've got 2 minutes with a delay. There's a delay in the broadcast itself, which is why we got to give you 2 minutes. It's really like less than 1 minute. So it's really vital to dial in as soon as possible. It really is. This is not one you want to miss out on. And even though it's an auction, there's no buyer's premium. There's no tax outside of California. So if you live in a state other than California, which is probably by the numbers most of you, you don't pay tax. And by the way, there's no buyer's premium. There's no final sale attached to it. We may be losing money on the ring. It does not matter. There's no final sale attached to it. You've got a money back guarantee. You've got your gold color for free. There's no hidden extra charge. You know, you ever do that where you shop something, you're like, well, it's a great deal. And then by the time you're done with it, all the extra fees, taxes, maybe it's duties because it's coming from somewhere else overseas. All of a sudden, it's now not a good deal because there was so much added and incurred and you're paying for it, not here. And that's another beautiful thing. So the savings and the value it maintains, and it stays as good as you could hope for. Let's take a look at it one more time. Give it a final 2 minutes. Last call on the auction. I don't know what else to do except I'm giving away jewelry at a high level here. We're giving away some very serious high-end stunners with a lot going on besides just all the things we mentioned and noted about the center stone being so high-end, the incredible diamond weight. Remember the finishing. This one has that under gallery. We're looking for 3,010. It's not a $100 increment. It's only a $10 increment, so it's more than really time to get in. You got 90 seconds to do it. 90 seconds. And look at how the diamonds from the profile. You still see, first of all, there's that under gallery, but you're going to get diamonds from every angle because of the way they're literally wrapping around. It's like, think of like a dome ring, but it's happening on either side. The band is a dome ring. It really is. You have diamonds wrapping all the way around the sides, all that finishing. We're approaching 1 minute left. It is time to frantically dial in. This is the point of no return. It is go time. Got to make it yours right now. If you don't, listen, it's going to be, I say this all the time because it's such an important shopping rule. Nothing haunts you like the things you don't buy. And I got to tell you, the only thing that exists here is like this, this non-buyer's remorse. It's the things that you don't get that we tend to be very remorseful for, because that's the piece. Oh my gosh, I should have gotten it. Oh, why didn't I call? Why didn't I pick up the value? I know a value when I see one. That's it. You've got moments here to take advantage of it. We have 30 seconds remaining. Do we have anybody verifying at 3,010 or more? And if you still want the 9 carat 10, we can bring that back out. And it's $44.99. Certainly did a number on that pricing as well. But we have a huge moment here to get you in. And we have now, well, we only have a couple minutes left in this hour. Means 1 hour left in the show, 14 seconds left to go on the 5 that looks like a 9. I mean, what more can I do? We got the giveaway price tag. We got the best of quality. You're getting this enormous diamond weight. And you know what? If you end up getting 9 carat and someone just weighed it wrong, then great. You got an even better value than what it appears to be, and it looks like a pretty darn good value. So anybody at 3,010? Before we wrap it up. Wow, wow, and wow. That is just yowza. That's the piece right there. I wish I could buy jewelry like this. I really do. And I can rephrase that because you're probably all thinking the same thing. Don't you make jewelry? Yes, I do. Cannot be made for this price tag. Congratulations. That is sold. That is sold. I just, again, these shows, there's nothing like a live show. These opportunities are fleeting moments in time. And for everybody who's not watching right now, they don't get a chance. You got it. Congratulations on that one. Let's also show the 9 carat just in case. If anybody wants to get that 9 carat 10, here it is. Just want to give that some love as well, because that has been brought down from a $79.99 price tag that was less than 24 hours ago, priced that way, and now it is $44.99, 113-1334. If you'd like to get that very ring with, again, all those red flashes and then 2 very important larger diamonds as well in those fancy cuts. Just beautiful. Impeccably done. And another great value, that's under $500 a carat for that stone. It was $494 if memory serves. So you've got a really important value there as well. $494 a carat. Is anybody doing that? And even if they are, well, guess what? If it's they and not us, it's a lower quality. So I don't care if you are getting, I don't care if you're getting a better price. If someone out there is selling tanzanites for less than $494 a carat, great. Do you really want to spend $493 on a lower quality? I don't think that's worth it. I think it's worth it, especially if it's only $1 or $2. It's worth it to get the better quality. If it's the same, if someone's doing $495 a carat, well, we're cheaper than that. Get the better material that's only here with us. That's how you do it. So $44.99. Our top of the hour is about a yellow diamond. It's about a really important yellow diamond that also is making some magic happen. Yes. That's a really interesting offer. Did you say 3,020? I'm intrigued by the offer just because it's such a unique one. I wonder if that's their lucky number or what's going on. I kind of like it. Are you talking about these yellow diamond earrings? The yellow diamond pave earrings, we'll show them again here, just so we can also let everybody else in on a little magic here. I got to tell you, we just had an offer. Thank you for that. I honestly can't accept it. But they are the $99.99 yellow and white diamond earrings. However, let's do this. We've got 4 minutes till the top of the hour. My offer right now, Tony, is $3,020. Let's sell them at the top of the hour. You heard me right. We're going to sell them at the top of the hour. And I haven't tried them on yet, so let me do that really quickly because we know they're 2 inches. Let me show them up close. Let's just do this. Top of the hour, it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds away. Here's what they look like up close. I know you're going to see them lean for a bit. I just want to get them on the ear here for you. And we've got $290 in yellow diamond. Oh, I think they probably did that because maybe they realized I'm just going to give you $1,000 a carat. Okay. That's probably where that offer came from, which is great. But that's, we're talking about a big upgrade here with 3 carats almost in yellow diamonds. So it's a little bit different, but I'll tell you what, we'll take the top offer here in 3 minutes. 3-minute countdown. A 3-minute countdown when we will then take the top offer, whatever it is. Right now it's $3,020. And if you have an offer that can top that for these yellow diamonds that I'm going to put on my ear for you, because I want you to see how they move and how large they are. We don't do a lot of diamond earrings of this size. Want you to see what they look like here from a distance away. There's a left and a right design. Obviously, let's take a look at them that way because it's a little bit better always to see them on, I think, just to see how they're going to move. Now, I think I probably would have put the other one on had I really thought about it, just to give, and we have a $3,300 offer now. Thank you very much. 33 now. 3,300. So that's the offer to beat, but we're going to sell them in about 2 minutes here. So come on in with your offers and we'll give them away, whatever the top offer is when the top of the hour hits. That's what we're going to sell them for. And there's that final clock. So basically it's like your 2-minute auction now, final call, but you can see how they move. That's all mostly yellow diamonds. So you've got 290 just in the yellow diamonds. It's going to have a little bit of the white diamonds right here and then right up top. I'll hold them up for you so you can see them a little bit better here up close as well. So let's go back to the wheel and then I'll show you, there's the back, because I wanted you to see how beautifully finished they are, because some of you, people will see the back when you're wearing them a bit, anybody who's looking at the back of your earrings. So that's important to see that beautiful finishing there. And then we've got 290 of the yellow. Obviously that's in the solid yellow gold. And then you've got your white gold that's just doing a little bit of white gold sleever back and just right there and a little bit of white rhodium underneath those white diamonds. So 35 now. Thank you. $3,500 is the top offer at the moment. We're looking for more, and what a great value that is. I know, just kind of a nice little surprise moment. And then we've got a yellow diamond ring that's going to give you one bigger yellow diamond at the top of the hour. So that'll be, it's our little yellow, we kind of did our tanzanite segment, then we're going to do our yellow diamond segment of the show. And then it's really just kind of an open season for requests here. We're out of jewelry, so we'll just show you whatever you'd like to see. And you can have a whole hour of nothing but your requests. And that's one. And then of course they flip a little bit, but let me show you the other here. So you can see the incredible matching. They don't like to sit on their own. They always need a little bit of help. But 35, do we have anybody else? 36, thank you. 36, 3 bidders or people talking about the offer. I'll say 3 offers. I don't think that sounds correct, but we've got 3 shoppers that are all after them. So we are at 36 now. Thank you. 3,600, 36, 37. Fine. We'll go 37 now. We've got 2 people going back and forth at the moment. And then our last call with 35 seconds remaining on this earring, and then they will be gone. But that is your close-up view, and you can see lovely yellows all the way through. There's that finishing. They are Ferrari as well, so stamped CJ you see there. So they will be that Ferrari designer earring that we know their price tags are a tad more wherever else you go. And I say a tad, meaning, oh, they're a whole lot more. We know that. So we're going to bring you a really, really special yellow diamond coming up. We have 15 seconds left for any further offers. 38 now. Thank you. 38. Well, it seems to be going up in $100 increments between these two at the moment. 3,800 is the offer at the moment. That's the one to beat with just a few seconds left. Last chance, last call. 38, 39. Thank you. Someone wants to go the knockout? All right, 4,100 now. 4,100. They went in that little mini, like a power bid there. 4,100. Top offer at the moment. A couple of seconds remaining. Did that do it? 41, they're out? Okay, so they've bowed out. We're at 41. You've got them. Congratulations. Well, with that, it is our top of the hour. I'm going to show you, we'll keep the yellow diamonds going with this incredible ring that I would like you to evaluate before I put up the information and give you all the intrinsic values here. Let's take a look at this for what it is. A really classic, and by the way, the 9 carat 10 is still here if you'd like that tanzanite. So just a little reference point. If you'd like the 9 carat 10, there's a great way to go there. But here's what we have in a stunning yellow diamond piece. This is going to be, oh, it's a beauty. It's 112-9675 here. We're going to do something wild for you on this one. And please note, there is only the one, so it's going to be a quick deal. But you have a really important yellow diamond that is interesting because we've been talking a little bit about how millimeter sizes change and how we'll kind of talk about that. We will reference it again because what I really want you to know is that this is a 70 pointer that for all intents and purposes does look like a 1 carat. Usually when we see a bigger yellow diamond, it is that 1 carat size. Now, there is a rule of thumb with diamonds and cutting in general, and an oval is going to give you a lot more surface area. So an oval does tend to look larger. No matter what the cut, it could be a tanzanite, it could be a sapphire, it's going to be an oval that gives you a much bigger face to it. Brilliant oval cutting here. 70 points on the oval, 11 points in the halo to match, and 65 points in the white diamonds as well. A carat 46 overall. So very impressive. I think maybe the most compelling argument to make is that it's a really classic ring overall. I think a lot of times we get into these 1 carats, they can be, you get double halos, triple halos, and lots of diamonds down the side, bridge mounting. Sometimes the design itself can be a little much for some that are really looking for the classics. This is every bit that classic. And you go start with the yellow, and maybe that's also, let's face it, that's also helping this stone to look so much bigger in the middle because it's a match in the yellow diamonds on the side. Our eyes cannot really differentiate between the center and the halo beside it. Our eyes are seeing the totality of everything that is yellow in this ring. Does that make sense? So what your visual perception is looking at this overall oval shape. Now, if that was one center stone with that dimension, we'd be looking at about a 3.5 carat, not a 70 pointer. And I think that is really exciting as well and compelling. So we have our 70 point center looking like a 1 carat or arguably really a 3.5. Yellow diamonds at 11, 65 points, altogether 146. Here's what it looks like on, and I think that's a really important look too. I mean, let's all look at it together. Disregard the size because the size it's in has nothing to do with the size it will be because whatever size you ask for is the size it's going to be. It's a really straightforward style as far as sizing as well. We're not going to have that issue of having to remake it. This could be going up 3 sizes, down 5 sizes, doesn't matter. But look at that. Have you noticed that yellow diamonds in bigger sizes have all but disappeared from our offerings? We're hardly seeing anything in bigger yellows anymore. Hardly anything. And that's going to be the way it continues to be because the prices, and again, I was in Las Vegas on Sunday night and I got there, you guys know, it's about 5 hours away by car if you're really lucky. So 5 hours about as quickly as you can do it. So I left here at what, 2 o'clock Pacific time, got out to Vegas, got there around 7:30, the show was closed. So I got a full day on Monday. That was exciting. But I've got to say the yellow diamonds that we saw in Tucson in February, same diamonds, went up in price. Why? A few short months went by, prices went up. Same diamonds, same diamonds. They are increasing in value. There's an argument to be made. By the way, no one's doing anything they shouldn't be doing. There's an argument to be made that why not? Why wouldn't they go up in value? Why wouldn't they go up in price? The value of diamonds are going up. The value of yellow diamonds are going up. And by the way, I felt kind of bad because you know, you walk miles and miles and miles of convention hall looking at exhibit after exhibit after exhibit where 90-some% of these exhibits are all lab-grown diamonds. And then it's like way back in the corner, oh, there's the natural fancy cut. The ones that are actually really important and valuable, they're tucked in the corner because they're kind of the anomaly at this point. Isn't that cool? Don't you want to be part of this anomaly type world? The thing that was always an anomaly because the rarity of yellow diamonds is so scarce to begin with, always has been, and now even more rare than ever before, and getting more rare as the days go by. Absolutely they are. And yet I know we all expect prices to drop every day that goes by right here on this show. I'm going to do that. And we're going to take this price tag of $79.99 and just drop it on down. Make this so simple, so easy, so affordable. Let's do it. Not $79.99. You get a better value. Let's get the auction going. Let's try something different. $0 to start. I'm going to try it. No, reserve. $500, so we're not here until next July. Let's go $0 to start with a $500 increment and see what happens. On a major yellow diamond, a 70-pointer still VS, oval shape, looks incredible. I'm not, by the way, please understand something. I am taking one of the most extraordinary items of the entire show. I have had museum diaspores, huge Burma rubies, all these incredible, important, compelling stones, and guess what? I'm not doing $0 to start because it's worth $0. I don't have anything here that's worth $0. I don't. There is nothing here that's worth nothing. So let's keep that in mind. I'm doing it to get the phone lines ringing. I'm doing it to make for a really good start to our last hour together. That's what I'm doing. $0 to start. $0. And there's no open, and there's also no reserve. It again, on my auctions tonight, I had one auction with no open and one auction, the Tanzanite, with what? A bidder? And that's that. So here we are on a night when you could virtually steal something legally and happily and never feel better, because this is what we're doing. $8,000 ring, nothing. $0 to start, $500 increments. Take a good look at it. That should go. I sure hope it does. If not, we might have a little other issue on our hands, because that is worth a bunch of money and such a classic style, and you're getting about $1.46. So remember, there's a lot to love about this one, but only going to be a moment here. I don't have an open, so we'll just skip it. I thought it'd be fun right after the yellow diamond earrings, which got a little frenzy going on offers, and I thought it'd be fun to bring you the big ring. But obviously, not a lot of little pave. Instead, one big center stone, brilliant cut, VS quality. It's amazing. And we got nothing. We'll wait, because I got nothing else. So we're just going to wait. Maybe we will. You want me, let's do a Guinness Book thing? Does anybody still do the Guinness Book of World Records? The longest jewelry auction of all time? We just sit here and keep on keeping on. $500 we have? We got a $500 open. Who is it? We're going to sell this ring. That's the deal. $500. And I haven't had anything all day except for Pearl Studs for $500. No offense to the Pearl Studs, but this yellow diamond's worth a bit more than the Pearl Studs. $1,000 has been bid. We got 18 people on the phone line. So needless to say, few of you still trying to get through and get in. So bids are coming. We have $1,000, Tony, on this one. Jason's bidder's at $1,000. We're looking for 15 or more. I need to be closer to 75 if we're going to even meet cost. What's that? $1,500. We got 1,500. Power bids are welcome. Power bids are welcome. Well, guys, we're still working on getting one through in the phone lines. We're working on that. This is not a 15. Oh, boy. I know that everyone likes to get the impression. You got to realize sometimes I just do this to get the phone lines ringing. This is not a $0 ring. We started at $0 just to make it interesting. The idea is to get a lot of bids, not 3, not 5, not 10, a lot of bids. The idea is to get everybody in, to give an opportunity, because I know that, to me, at least I think that an $8,000 ring is a very different customer than a $1,500 ring. I sell a lot more $1,500 rings than I sell $8,000 rings. Those are the trickier ones, because it's a big difference. That's a big gap. That's a lot of money. I think $1,500, it's a lot of money in today's world when again, not for jewelry, but for a lot of things. So I want you to think about, when we've got a price tag of $79.99, we're not even close to what you'd pay in the sales tax on the retail on the ring. We're not even close. Obviously, the bigger issue right now is how do you find it? Finding a natural yellow diamond. By the way, we have one bidder left. I never, ever will. This is it. No more $0 to start auctions. You've heard it here. I have declared no more $0 to start auctions. I give you the wrong impression. I always think it's going to be fun because we get a lot of people in, and then we get like 2 bidders. We've had 2 bidders. 3 bids, 2 bidders, that's it. We're at $1,500 and we're stuck. This is like it's like not only stuck, it's like stuck and sinking, like a quicksand deal where it's like, this is really, really problematic. And things are happening here that are really, really good, and you're missing out. Okay, I can't disappear completely, because this makes me want to just kind of disappear. But you got to take a look at it. Look at this ring. This should be going for more than 15. We're going to give it a final call. We got to do it. I said no reserve, I meant it. Here we are. Not a $1,500 ring. It's not a $2,000 ring. It's not a $7,000 ring. Here we are. Who's our leader at 15? David. Has he ever stolen anything before? This is now turned into Thursday Night Confessions. Where's David calling from? Has he ever stolen a piece of jewelry before? Because right now, David's in Florida. I don't know what the laws are in Florida. I haven't been to Florida since I was in high school. I did all my travel, and it's a good thing I did, because I went all over the world when I was in high school. I haven't traveled since, outside of like Las Vegas. That's not true. I was in Las Vegas for about 36 hours. So that was it. I got to tell, and I'm going on a vacation Saturday too, but it's only a 4-hour vacation. But this is how we got to do it, because you know what? Who's going to give away jewelry like this? Who's going to do this? Who's going to give away jewelry? Now, David in Florida, I don't know what the rules are on stealing there, but I can't imagine it's legal. And right now, we have got a compelling argument to be made that there is a steal this ring opportunity. I'm sorry, that's not $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000. And if I was just up here giving you a great price, like let's say $49.99, that'd be gone. Think of the savings. Somebody would be proud to own that at $49.99. It's a natural yellow diamond. It's a VS quality. It's a 70-pointer looking much larger than that, and we're going to give it a final call. I'm going to give it 2 minutes, and we're going to sell it. So if you want to let David steal it, he'll be thrilled, I'm sure. If you want to get in and steal it yourself, you got 2 minutes to jump in. And in that last auction, we had some people tardy to the 2-minute clock. They weren't able to get in as a result. So you want to dial in very quickly here. Final now, 2 minutes left, and that'll be it. What do you think? Major value. Let's take a look at it again on the hand here. It's in two-tone gold. So really there's nothing left to do except give us your ring size. Two-tone gold's how it stays. Your yellow diamonds in the yellow gold, your white diamonds in the white gold. What a beautiful look. Get your ring size. This one's a couple sizes too big. It don't matter what your ring size is. We'll make sure it is perfectly sized for you. The quarter, the half, the 3/4, the full size. Doesn't matter. It is just leave it in the gold colors it's in. You got your go with everything ring here, and a final 80 seconds remaining on the lines just to get you in to participate here on this incredibly important yellow diamond ring. I'm never going to do a zero to start auction. I can't do this. I can't risk, and I just always feel like these big pieces are so well known. It's not my first yellow diamond here. I have shown you thousands of yellow diamonds here. So we probably are a little more well versed on the subject than you would be in most places. We've seen our fair share of them. We know it's not a $1,500 ring. We know that. We know it's a $79.99 ring. Don't get me wrong, I auctioned it hopeful that we'd give you a better price tag. I'm losing too much money here though right now. With 40 seconds left to go, are you verifying $2,000? Anybody on this one in 40 seconds? We got to move. In 40 seconds, it's going to be all said and done. We've got a pair of mandarin garnet earrings I'll show you really quickly before we go. Any requests? We haven't had any. So still waiting, 2 hours and 14 minutes in. We're still waiting for that first request of the evening. Would love to hear from you. And we can also bring you a bypass style in yellow diamonds, but I think we might skip any other further yellow diamonds for fear of maybe everyone's got one already. It's just a really important value. All right, so last call, 10 seconds. Do we have $2,000? Verifying what's going on, 5 seconds remaining. Oh no, last chance, last call. Wow, now that is an impressive piece of jewelry. Oh no. Mandarin garnet studs coming up. Yes, they're coming up next. Joanna, are you on this one? 2,000? We got 2,000. We got officially $2,000. Wait, David's already out? That was quick. Oh, wow. All right. 2,000 once, twice, 3 times. Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. All right. That was easy. Well, thank you all for bidding. Here we go. Oh, aren't these bright? Bright neon mandarin garnet studs and bezel set. We bezel set those beauties. Now that is a gorgeous stud. You know, some say tiny but mighty. I'm going to believe right now that's not my biggest earring of the night. We had these gorgeous drops. We've had all kinds of big earrings. It's a stud. This is a stud, but we have upgraded it. And we upgrade it by giving the bezel solid gold, yellow only, 112-8583. Welcome to our last little bit of the program. Carat weight, minimum. Bezel sets, look how gorgeous. They're given more than just orange. They're so bright and saturated, they're almost giving a deep, at the point of the pear shape in particular, almost like a red. It looks like this flame. You know how flames have different colors. Depending on the temperature of the flame, it has a different color. Now, there's no blue in here, but it definitely has that almost the rest of the flame-like look with the really bright oranges, the into saturated reds, the compelling yellows. They're bright and beautiful. It looks a little bit like yellow diamond sparkle coming from the mandarin garnet earrings. Classic stud, but we upgraded it. The bezel's everything. Post right there in the center. I'll show you that. Butterfly backing they will have. This is not a silicone backing. It's the full 18 karat, or rather 14 karat butterfly backing. And the beauty of the pair is you can wear it side to side, north to south, south to north, whatever you want to do. It's totally up to you. The only thing going south is the price tag. That's what I got to do, because we know a $9.99 deal on a stud, especially with a stone as rare as mandarin, on the plane of Paraíba pricing, 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. Let's show them on. I think this earring, do you have more than one piercing? If you do, the argument is always, okay, certain studs are only good for the second. I think this stud is really good, and it's a good enough size, meaning it's got enough size. I think it works really, really well in the primary piercing as well as up the ear. You could go a little higher up the ear if you do have more than one piercing, and I think have a great look there as well. And there you see what that glowing, gleaming neon does. It's amazing. Let's go back to the wheel and bring you a better value than $9.99, a better value than $8.88, a really big moment for our mandarin collectors. This is a collector's stone. It's one of the rarer forms of garnet in this world. Classic solid gold. We love to see that. And they're not $8.88 or $7.77 or $6.99. This is a really valuable stone. And when we've seen prices, we've seen really big prices elevate on mandarin in the same way that Paraíbas do. So to be able to go up in value, but go way down in price tag, a big collector's moment here, and also wearable. Is there anything more wearable or giftable in an earring than a stud? Maybe. And the other thing is, everyone always says, but what if she has them already? Yeah, I would not want to give, it'd be like, it's the equivalent of saying, like, if you show up to the event wearing the same outfit as somebody else, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But I must say, if you are a gift giver and worried that you're going to be giving somebody something they already have, I would very highly doubt that. It is definitely a stone that is more rare. You don't see them in most retail stores. I've not. So it's really unique. So I don't think the likelihood of you giving this as a gift and everybody going, oh, I already have them. Oh, so I guess I got to get another piercing. And no, I think that you're really, really going to be even in other stones. Even if there was another stone, let me tell you, citrines don't look like this. Orange diamonds don't look like this either. It's a very distinct color that you're getting with this mandarin garnet that doesn't look like everything else. That's really crucial to remember. It's just not like every other stone, and it really has its own liveliness, and it's rare to get color and clarity like this. It's some of our best and the most affordable way to get it, and we're gonna blow it out right now. You know what? $6.99 turns into $5.99, gets you even better. Let's go $499 on the mandarin garnets. And that'll be it. We'll give them 60 seconds and we'll move on. We've only got a pair, that's it. So we'll send them on out. And that is just, again, I thought, well, here I was making a little quip about we don't have a lot of $500 items. Here is your last call. By the way, I have to ask, we had one pearl strand go. Is the yellow gold closure still available in our pearl strand, which was 113-1361? If so, I got to show that again, because that was obviously very early tonight. And I know there's always going to be inevitably some late arrivals. And you're not really late, you're right on time. So this is about when the show should start. What's that? Yes. Yellow's still available. So I'm going to show everybody a pearl strand that I had much earlier tonight, like 2 hours ago. And we're going to show you the pearl strand that remains available. There's only one. And we're going to show it to you next. And it's white pearls, and they're gigantic, and they're 11 to 14 millimeters, and they have a gold clasp, and you're going to love it. And the price tag is extremely fair. So we'll bring that out next. Let's do it. And the mandarin earrings may be gone. Thank you. Let's take a look at this pearl strand. 14 millimeters, and the smallest pearls are still 11 millimeters. Big time. See right back there? 11 to 14. Now for everybody's going, okay, so there's 11 and 14. They're every size in between. The smallest is 11. The largest is 14 right there in the middle. Everything else between all of them are going to be 12 and 13 millimeters, gigantic pearls. And we have only the yellow gold closure remaining. The white gold is no longer here. So one available yellow gold closure and clasp. Of course, that's spherical mirror finished in the yellow gold 14K. And this is 18 inches in length, and we only have one, and they are amazing. And it's also the most affordable pearl strand in these jumbo sizes I have ever had. And this is going to be the way to go. Classic styling. There is nothing to me as a jewelry lover, but as a fashion lover, as a accessory lover. I mean, my gosh, I own every accessory you could ever think of, dream of, or own. I mean, it just is something I love. I think accessories make the outfit. Doesn't need to be just fine jewelry. I'm talking shoes, I'm talking bags, I'm talking belts, I'm talking brooches, I'm talking everything imaginable. And yet, I think if you're to actually maybe create a list of the top 5 classic accessories, I think that a pearl necklace has got to be way up there. And we're bringing that to you tonight that we've never had. And it's $1,499. And it's so chic. Pearls are having a moment bigger than they've ever had, certainly in my lifetime. They are the hottest thing going. I'm going to an event tonight after work. I got to go home. I'm going to have about 5 minutes to get totally glam and to completely change. And one thing I will be slipping into, when I'm talking everything's going to change, the outfit, the hair, the clothing, the shoes, the everything, the jewelry. I'm going to be putting on a triple strand pearl necklace. Now mine is faux because it's Vivienne Westwood, so she doesn't do real stuff. She just does costume jewelry that I'll tell you right now costs more than this, but that's okay. The point is, whether you're going classic and elegant, whether you're going super, my outfit tonight is very funky. It's funky, it's menswear, it's cool. It's like a midriff crop top, men's collared shirt with a pant with boxers exposed, and then anyway, and a little Balenciaga on the shoes that are covered in crystals. Anyway, that's my look tonight, but the pearls will be there. The triple strap, but again, there's nothing more classic. It can be edgy, it can be dressy, it can be elegant, it can be black tie. It can be anything you want it to be. And I think my favorite thing to do is layer it. So layer it with your diamond collar, layer it with your dog tag necklace, layer it with your DBTYs, layer, stack it up, and we've got it for $14.99. You'll live in the thing. You will live in that pearl necklace. And all done at $14.99. So that's one I wanted to recap. We also had pearl earrings to match. They were $4.99, just 2. Obviously, I didn't count these pearls, but needless to say, you're getting, it's about, I don't know, 3 per inch. I should probably just count them. But obviously, you see, there's an argument to be made that you're getting a lot more pearls where it's really just going to be probably about $50 a pearl, which is pretty amazing considering what's there. All right, let's also show you a very important copper-bearing stone. I'm just going to flash a few things that are of museum level. Did anybody get our mandarin garnets? I think, Jason, you were talking about them. Did you get the mandarin garnets? All right. So we'll move on from the mandarins, and then here's our purple Paraíba ring. Well, I just thought this one being so large and so clean was a pretty cool stone. 5 carats. 23. Allow me to zoom back here. It's a 523 stone, 113-1032. Just want to give it a look just in case. It fits along with our museum masterpieces, which I did have tonight. A color-changing diaspora pair of earrings that were just massive. So we had a really good look there. What else? We had a really good, we had a really special red beryl too, which I'll flash and show you again because that one's got to go. We had an incredible value on a red beryl, almost a half carat. We had a kunzite. Oh, my big tourmaline. We'll show them all. So this is my purple Paraíba. That's actually got the copper content, a 523, 18 karat gold, 80 points of baguettes, and 70 points of rounds. Well, 1.5 carats exactly in diamonds here among all of your different diamonds. How about that? That's awesome. Just awesome. And let's also take a look at this. Wow. Look at that. Wowza, 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 wowza. Look at all the beautiful tapered baguettes aligned with 2 individual rounds. That's how long those tapered baguettes are. It takes 2 round brilliants of good size to match the length that you have in those tapered baguettes. And then more rounds down the sides of your ring. So that's going to be the shoulders of the ring. We'll show you here so you can see and look at that clarity. You need a value, don't you? I can't believe we're getting you a carat and a half in diamonds. They got a long way to go around that size Paraíba. It's a true purple, by the way. It's got that really good neon we like to see, that really bright clarity we like to see. One color here. Go ahead. Not even $12,999 any longer. Got a new discount before we start doing some recaps here, because we know that there's always going to be a couple late arrivals here to the show. So we'll recap our other tourmaline. And let's blow this out for $69.99. First caller on that one and one alone there. Big time value yet again. This time on one of our larger stone sizes that you're getting. The incredible 18 karat solid. Look at the inside and the way that's finished all the way through that basket work. So really specialty there. $69.99. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And then I am going to recap that blue-green tourmaline that looks forever and ever in a day like a Paraíba, but without the Paraíba price tag. So that's going to be coming up next. If you were already thinking about that earlier, you may want to dial now, because a lot of folks are going to be seeing it for the very first time tonight. So we'll show that again. It's a 507, so another over 5 karat tourmaline. Here is the blue-green for you. And look how bright and clean and neon this is. It's a recap from earlier tonight. Here's our blue-green emerald cut. It's 113-1286. Enormously pretty. A minty green with blues, and really when you look at it from these different angles, the colors that come through. There's the blue-green. Look at that. That's your direct view to that stone. 507. Plus 25 and 30. Where do we break it down? 30 points on the fancy cuts. That's 15 points each. 25 points additionally around that. And it's $15,000. No, not $15,599. That is where it started. We did show this earlier in the evening. Was sure this was going to go. Tell you what, it will now. You got to see it before it can go. That's the thing. Tough to sell jewelry to people that aren't watching. That's a challenge. No one's going to call up and say blindly, show me, or rather, I'm going to buy whatever's on the air right now. It just doesn't happen. At least it's never happened in all my 26 years. You got to see it, know it, get to know it, see the value, and see hopefully all the aspects. Hopefully it's helpful to see it on the hand, get to know it, really get familiar with what it's about. Here's what we're going to do. Instead of $15,599, I am dropping this price down. The last time we saw this mounting was the first time we saw it, and it was actually with a bicolor tourmaline, and fights like crazy over that bicolor tourmaline. The way that looked with those, remember it was like strawberry lemonade. It had some pinks and goldens and greens all together. This is really the blues and the greens, which is what's giving it so much of that Paraíba type look, but again, could have copper. We haven't tested it yet. We don't know. We don't do the testing here in-house. We leave that to the GIA experts. And they got some very, very highly specialized equipment that can take stones when they've got enough of it, because you can't take one stone. You got to have a bigger sample size to choose from and really test them thoroughly and get a good comprehensive testing going. But again, if we find out one day you got Paraíba instead, then the value becomes even better. You just got a bigger and better value, and nothing wrong with that. Especially when we're going under $15,000, $10,000, or $99.99. You get the better value here, and we're going to take it on down below even, it's not even $5,000 or $49.99. That puts it under $1,000 per carat on this blue-green masterpiece. Those are two bigger diamonds on exactly the east and west sides. This, if it's that beautiful up close, wait till you see this on your hand as it's moving in natural light and just completely wowing you with these dimensional colors. It's not $39.99. 507, absolutely gorgeous. Here it is on the hand. Got to show you that. It's in the white gold now. You can change that. So we say you can change it, meaning we do all the work. We pay for it. We do the work. You just tell us, I want it in yellow. I want it in rose. That's completely up to you, but let's make it $2,999. That's it. And it's got to go as well. We've got 30 minutes. We got to move a lot of jewelry. So how can we do that? And without a request yet tonight, hard to know exactly what it is you're looking for, but again, the phone number's right here. This is where you dial in. Name your request. Name the piece you'd like to see. Whether it was from earlier, whether it's from months ago, years ago, does not matter. Call that phone number. Tell us what you'd like a big old discount on. We'll make it happen for you. Here is our last call on this one at $29.99. Gotta move. I have a big sapphire. Big. The cashmere yesterday was the talk of the town. Museum masterpiece, cashmere sapphire from a mine 100 years ago. Interestingly enough, some of you asked me if there was any blue sapphire from cashmere. I knew the answer was immediately no, but then I did, in my search today, I found this incredible stone, which I wasn't necessarily going to show, but without any requests coming in, let's just take a moment and talk about this incredibly important royal blue sapphire that is, for the record, the only stone we have in the inventory that looks like a bona fide cashmere. There's a very distinct color way that you get with a cashmere. And it's a little different than what we see out of Ceylon. This is a Ceylon, but it has a lot of that billowy, velvety cashmere look. It almost looks like there's a texture within your stone. That's the best way I know to describe it. It's a very distinctive look that the cashmeres are known for, but obviously very tough to get, being that they haven't been mined in over 100 years. So finding one is a little bit different. If you do find one, be prepared to spend dearly for it. This is our closest example. A lot of you were asking me last night, you saw the cashmere, you saw the 2 carat. Here's the good news, this is a carat 64, so it's still a very large size in a sapphire. Royal blue and vibrantly so. It's not dull, this is not too dark, it's not giving navies. Take a look at it this way, and we'll see it here in that bridge setting. Call me on that mint green tourmaline, that blue green. Here's 112-7408. It's time for this to go. And then we'll do some further recaps. Red beryl, beautiful kunzite's coming up. Got a few pieces to recap. But this is what it all comes down to. It's now or never on the sapphire 111 in diamonds and has been $14,999. Don't fear. I'm going to make it extremely affordable. This is not like, hey, there's a museum piece that started at 15 and it comes down to 12. No. No. Not even close. Do you see what's happening? There's a very specific reason this was chosen for a bridge mounting. 2 rows of diamonds run all the way side to side underneath that. The stone is so clean, so transparent, not translucent, transparent. You're seeing the diamonds that are underneath it. There are diamonds. First of all, H. Stern does it. I looked at H. Stern pieces today. They were estate, they were used, they were worn, they were today. I was downtown, as I always am, and I got to tell you, I was looking at a whole estate private collection of H. Stern jewelry, which is a fabulous designer. I love the work, but I've got to say, one of the things they're famous for is running diamonds underneath their stones. Now, they do a lot of semi-precious. It's a lot of smoky quartz. Amethyst, smoky quartz, citrines, things like that. They'll put these little champagne, basically they're brown diamonds. They're champagne-y brown diamonds, and they put them underneath, and usually a star pattern, and they set them underneath. It's very similar to a bridge. I was looking at a smoky quartz a few hours ago, which was set above about 30 points in diamonds. The thing was $40,000. Smoky quartz, 30 points in diamonds, but it don't matter because it's about the look. It's about that distinct design element. This is a lot just more, I think, easier to wear because it's all set within more or less a band style. But you get all these rows and still you see the way the diamonds are running underneath. It's beautifully done. And that is some of the richest. Now, Tony, I'm going to make that $14,999 disappear, but I really wanted to just go up to a was price so we can all remember, because we're all visual, right? So let's keep that in mind and remember that $15,000 price tag that's not coming down to 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 5, because when mama got to move some jewelry, something weird got to happen with the price tags. So here we go. It's not $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000 or $4 or $39.99. When I tell you this is one only and it'll go, it's in the white gold. I just need to know your ring size. But today and right now, it's not even $29.99. All-time blowout, best blue sapphire we have. I'll blow it out for $2,888 done. $2,888 and one caller. You better go quick because that is not going to last. There's no way. Look at that sapphire. Every bit the glow. It's saturated without being opaque. That's the trick with sapphires. I don't care if you shop with me or anybody else, that's what you look for. If you want the ideal color and quality of sapphire, you want deep, rich royal blues without being opaque. That's when you have a stone you can ask any amount of money for. Any amount of money. $28.88 gets it to one caller. Who's it going to be? Jason or your, okay, let me know because we got 3 people talking about it. It's whoever says sold first. Look at this on the hand. I mean, that is remarkable. I have shown 26 years of sapphires. That stone is in my top 3 of all time. It's gone. Congratulations. Here's the other thing I'm going to show you. Well, we've shown you everything, so I got to get into a box here. Oh, I was going to recap a kunzite. Let's do that. Recap the kunzite. Here it is with the pear-shaped diamonds, no less. That is the cushion cut kunzite. 113-1310 is the number. Yes. Is it what? The ring. Okay, not the sapphire. It's medium, I would say. So I've never had a problem with this one being anything but true to size. But if she tends to be always between sizes, you may want to go up. So there's the back of the sapphire. So it definitely tapers, but it's not skinny. But I find this ring to be, I've tried this ring on probably 3,000 times. And that's probably a conservative estimate. I've never found it to be anything but true to size. So I think you can go true to size. All right, back to the kunzite we go. And here we are with the big 5 carat 22 cushion cut, 47 points among 4 diamonds. So yep, they're about 12 points apiece. They're the big ones, pear shapes, going down the sides, 47 points. And let's remind you there's only one. There is one and one only, and it's time. This one's got to go. Let's make it really simple and easy here. Big old value. Gotta love that. $1,699. I had brought it down earlier because we have a pendant to match. So I thought it would be fun to make it a better price so you could theoretically get both and then have the matching set. So I thought that'd be fun. So $1,699, hopefully that explains to you why that price is as low as it is. It's way too low. And then we got to go, remember those diaspores. Our last pearl necklace, yellow gold clasp here. We have a beautiful emerald. We have some really good diamond pieces that are available from earlier. Jason's taken something, so we'll find out what that is. Last call on the show. Here's the kunzite pendant to match, which was only $9.99. So I'm going to show you that. We've got the $9.99 kunzite pendant here, matching beautifully. Jason, did you have a request? What you picking up? Okay. Reminder, everybody, customer service times are not during the show. Just, I know that's confusing because that it's a different department, different people, different departments. So just a public service announcement. If you have questions on, like, you know, what's my tracking number, or, you know, I want to change a ring size. It seems like that's what a lot of people do. Is I said I wanted a size 7. I decided I need a different size. Please call during the daytime hours, Monday through Friday. Daytime office hours. So basically, you know, think like 10 a.m. here. So anything from 1 p.m. and beyond, okay, up till showtime. Best time to call because there's a different department that can handle all your requests there on the spot. So take a look at this, though. We've got our fabulous, fabulous matching set. So it is a really, really, really good pendant for $9.99, then the $16.99 ring. So the set there, I'm going to show you an emerald. I do have a really designer emerald that is a ring, but very unique. It gives me a little bit of, I don't know, it feels like a pattern I've seen in a lot of great design houses where there seems to be this really, this cool kind of nod to like a tropical leaf print that I don't know if you're familiar, but there was a very famous iconic green print. It was like a jungle print dress, very, very famously worn way back when at the Grammys by a particular star named Jennifer. And then, of course, later it was Dolce & Gabbana that was doing a lot of this bright banana leaf print over a white backdrop. Jackets are $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. This is that kind of styling that is in a fine jewelry piece, but so designer, because quite clearly you have that palm or banana leaf look that wraps around one side of your finger. It's a full bypass. This reminds me a lot of the earrings we had earlier that I think have gone. 112-7110 is your number. This is a one-of-a-kind designer emerald piece, Colombian emerald at its best. You get this 94-pointer. All of it is solid 18 karat gold. So I guess we should also just clarify that's a very high-end upgrade, especially when you've got a ring that large that does this whole wraparound style. Incredibly important there. Look at the diamonds though. Beyond the 94-point emerald that you have, there are some very distinctive and large diamonds, especially set through the middle. Because if you look at a leaf in real life, and this is art imitating life, and if you look at a leaf pattern and the veining in leaves, you know that there's a very distinct pattern. And that's really replicated here, especially with what is done with pave rounds first at the base of the leaf, and then you've got it slightly concave. See there, the bigger stack of all these different fancy cuts over the top of that. It's wild. That's some luxury design elements there. Bigger round brilliance on this side, round brilliance going around the edge of the leaf there. Beautiful color on this Museum Colombian Mine Emerald. And all of this in one beautiful package on your hand. Easy to wear because it's very showy, but it sits low profile. So it's not like a piece doesn't have to sit a mile in the air to be a great look. I think personally, I love a piece that's going to give me a big look, like a big wow factor, give me design, give me something unique, but also I need it to be comfortable. I still want it to be wearable because otherwise you're not going to wear it. So I want it to sit low profile. It's exactly what this ring does as I try it on for you to give you an idea of exactly what that does. And obviously you can choose to wear the emerald up top or down below, whatever you'd like to do. But we are in for a major treat here on this one. And let me flip it around just to show you the other direction here. Boy, that just slides and glides onto the hand and off the hand. Oh, I like it that way. I don't know. That's really, I'm feeling that vibe. We've got a huge markdown on this one in solid 18 karat. Not platinum here, it's the upgrade. To the 18 karat solid gold. See how low profile it is? Nothing too high up in the air. Easy to wear. Let's blow it out. Yes, we're going to do that tonight. We got 18 minutes left to go. What would you like to see? Still looking for that first request of the night. Yes. Pendant one more time in the kunzite, sure. Let's do that really quickly here before we get into the big markdown on the emerald, but it's coming. Here comes that kunzite pendant. This one, by the way, has that door knocker style bail. Item number was, yes, Jason. I will talk about that when we get back to it. It is, that's a great question, Linda. It is, I believe, all soldered, and the answer is yes, it's all soldered. So this doesn't move, it's not flexible. We're talking about the emerald. We're gonna do this one for $9.99. This is what I mean by door knocker. See how one side, one oval intersects with the other half moon or semicircle? And then do you wanna see it on the hand? Let's do that. $9.99 may already be gone. We'll see who's got it. Here it is in, as far as from a distance away, seeing that 3/4 inch drop all together, all total. And it sounds like this one may be gone. That pendant does stay in the white gold. Do you have it? Thank you. And then here we go back to the emerald. Linda wanted to see. Let me show her the inside. It'll be really easy to see. That is soldered. So it was a great question. She's asking, is it open where it's actually split like a cuff bracelet, or is it soldered together? It is soldered together. So you can see right there at that point there, you can see where the basket of the emerald meets the leaf-like design. Was she looking for something that's more flexible and opens and closes and all that? Yeah, this one's not going to be able to do that, but we are going to size it for you to whatever size you need. And we got a huge discount. So come on in. 74 points in diamonds, mostly bigger stones there. 94 points. What does that mean? Well, it means it's almost a 1 carat, but sure looks like 2. Let's make it easy. Kunzite ring is still here. The pendant is gone. Ring is here. Pendant's still here as well. All right. We got 2 things to recap before we go. But this one's not been ever seen at this price tag. I just got to move it. You saw what I did on the sapphire. Here is a very important designer emerald. Let's blow it out right now. First caller gets it. Okay, just go for it. $28.88. Gonna do it again. $28.88 first caller. Muzo Mine Colombian Emerald, bright and clean as can be. And look at that, straight up to your eye level, gets even more glow. Exactly what you want top quality emerald to look like. Just never happens at that price point. $28.88. All those bigger diamonds too. That is for my very couture girls out there. Whomever you may be, if you are ready for something a little high style jewelry, jewelry doesn't always have to be just a band with a stone. Prongs and a stone and a band. It can be more. Jewelry can be more. It's personality, it's beauty, it's designer, yes. Thank you on the emerald. I'm going to recap 2 things that are highly important. One is a red beryl. Thank you so much on the emerald. Here's our red beryl from earlier. Yes, it's a 45-point red beryl, looking like the best rubies that have ever existed. And here it is. Item number on the red beryl is 1130928. Showed it to you earlier. Very excited. This is here for us to see again because it is a really superb value. And we have a couple of things to recap, and then we're done for the night. We'll see you tomorrow night for our Friday night. This is wild. What we're looking at here is a 45-point collector stone. It's one of the rarest in the world, and everybody will tell you so. The only way to get anything more rare would be truly a red diamond. But let me give you a hint. Red diamonds don't look like this. They're not truly red. And neither are red beryls usually. Usually red beryls have more of a fuchsia pink more than they are red. And for those of you that say, looks like a ruby to me, you just gave that red beryl the biggest compliment you can give it. Because if you think that looks like a ruby, that then proves that this is the more fine variety of red beryl, because usually, and I did a whole mini series of them, we spent a Wednesday night talking about them for about an hour. From the Wawa Mountains in Utah, the only source for gem quality goods in red beryl that are usually so cloudy and so included and so darn opaque, they can't even be faceted. You can't even get cutting through those stones. So to have a stone that's not only giving us a 45-pointer, that is considered very large in this red beryl family. So you're getting that 45-point pair set in a bridge, two-tone gold, no less, yellow gold for the setting, white gold for the diamonds. All of that finished beautifully and comfortable as well. And here's what it looks like. Amazing value coming. Had to show it. I know we just kind of sprung this on you as a surprise. Wait a minute, was there a whole bunch of red beryl? No, just this one. Just this one fantastic red beryl with all that incredible glow. But it's also, here's your kicker, this is not 16,000 or 18,000. All those prices we saw on smaller red beryls that got those out the door. Here's your better price tag coming. Your better price tag is now. And it's not $10,000 or $99.99. This is the value. And if you are a collector, you go here, you get this stone. This is by far, and I haven't shown a lot of red beryls. I have not. It's that rare. I've been doing this every day of my life for 26 years. I've sold it all. But there have been very few. I could count on two hands the number of red beryls I've had. And this is the best value I've ever brought you. Ever. Here we go. It's not going to be even $99, $89, $79. This is a big drop. $69, $99, all great values. You take it, you love it at that price. But when I give you a better deal on a stone that is considered the rarest out there, this is the way to go. Red diamonds just don't look like this. First of all, most red diamonds are just red diamonds. They're irradiated. Most diamonds are, most of the red diamonds, people will say, well, I saw red diamonds on TV. It was $100. Great. It's irradiated. And it has this like burgundy brown color. I don't recommend that. Irradiated diamonds are something I'd rather you steer clear of. Just even from just perspectives of chemistry. I think just go with the natural. But here's what we have that's far more rare. Far more rare. And it's not $69.99 either. We're going even lower. It's $5,999 for a half-carat red beryl. And it's clean. And it's glowing. And it's transparent. And it's bright. It's actually got flashes better than any ruby I can show you tonight. Here it is. One more time. Take a look at that. That's going to go in a hurry. $59.99. Major value. Now, my other museum piece, because I heard you loud and clear. You said keep the museum masterpieces coming as long as you can give them must-go prices. That's exactly what I'm doing. The other piece that I would like you to consider tonight is our gorgeous pair of color-changing diaspora earrings. 35 carats worth of radiant cut with yellow diamonds and white diamonds. Wait, I need to go even further back. Let's keep going. There is so much to love about this earring. Namely the fact that they're very wearable considering they are so large in their collector's status stones here. They are bright and clean. I know it's tempting to say, let's put two rings together. It's even more unique to have this one gorgeous pair of earrings. And it's 112-8395. And there's 35 carats almost of your diasporas in radiant cuts, perfectly matched. 52 points in those trillium cut yellow diamonds, and the rest are just the white diamonds in the front of the lever back there. as well for you. This is a, talk about one of our bigger markdowns. Must go, it is. And it's not only a must go, it's a will go, because here we are at the end of the night with 9 minutes left. And we are looking at a wonderfully important value on 2 stones that I just cannot bring you another one like it. I know that's why it's tempting to think about making 2 rings. I will be, if these last tonight, which I just don't think they will. This is the end of the show when decisions are made. Whether you've seen them earlier or not, this is when you go for it. This is when you make some magic happen for the collectors out there, for the lovers of the fine. This is it. No question about it. One of the best I can bring you, 52 points. That's over a 1/4 carat in each yellow diamond trillion. You get the white diamonds up front. This really cool, just it's a nice little, it's a spring-loaded hinge as far as the lever back, so it actually stays open until you're ready to close it. So it's really easy there. It just pops right into place. It gives you the most comfortable setting, very much balanced, so it keeps that center stone, which is large, facing forward where it should, and it's so affordable. Take a look at this. This earring, a major one here. We're gonna blow them out for under $10,000 and they're still not $99.99. Going even lower for you. It's last call in the show, 8 minutes left. What would you like? Most everything has found its way out the door. So that's the good news. We got a few pieces left only, and now we get to take these down to $8,888 only. The best. The very best. You know what I just realized? I have an emerald. I don't know who picked up the emerald ring a few minutes ago, but I do have something that I just think would be lovely with it, just in case they don't have a necklace and want a matching set. I have something here. I know this is going to look small in comparison, but that is a gorgeous emerald that really matches the ring quite well. So let me show that, because that just kind of caught my eye, and there is a new reduction in the price, and it's a big one. So think about the Diaspora earrings at $88.88, because my goodness, for 35 carats. And then let's bring the camera in a little closer to look at 1127188, which is here with this incredible pear-shaped emerald, which has this cluster of white diamonds above it. And then when you look closely, it looks almost like a North Star. You remember a North Star design? It's very much a North Star design of designer diamonds, all marquise cuts. And this has got a newly reduced price, but seriously, look at that 70-point super ultra clean emerald. That is platinum, 70 points, 38 points in the diamonds. And it's in platinum with the box link chain free. Free chain. Gorgeous chain as well. We'll take a look at it from a distance also, and then I'll be able to get you a length on the chain too. It looks like a 16-incher here, but you can trade it out for something else. If you'd rather have a longer chain, you can do that. But that's what the pendant, see how it has this very like elongated star look to the actual top portion, which is your baler, almost like a pineapple or a palm tree now. And then you see here, again, very tropical, not an exact match to the leaf design in the ring, but very similar. And that's going to have 3/4 of an inch in length. Let's go back up close. Let's bring you a big value. Let's send it out. Newer price. Never seen it this low before. And that is one superstar emerald. And they all don't want to show up at the same time here. So when do we want to look at? It's perfect the first time. Let's see. Here it is again, up close and personal. Just look at that clarity of that emerald. And this one's going to go in a hurry, especially when we have brought it down here. Well, at the end of the show, not going to cooperate here, but here we are. Maybe it doesn't want to be discounted. It says, I deserve more. I deserve $59.99. Not going to be. Look at that beautiful heavyweight box link chain you're getting. Let's blow it out. First caller, it's a 16-inch chain, although it can be adjusted even a little shorter if you'd like. It's always good to have a 16-inch. It's good to have different chains of different lengths in your collection, because you never know. Right now we're layering a lot. Everything's a layering story, so you might want to think about adding and layering a couple of different necklaces, which you definitely need different lengths of to do that properly. And we're going to blow this out right now for $19.99. One of the cleanest Muso Colombian mined emeralds yet again. We've been showing you some of our very best in emeralds of late. There's yet another, and it's also in the pear shape, so I just think it looks so great with that ring we just sold a few minutes ago. Beautiful idea there, and only going to be just that one. So $19.99. That will be it. And then if anybody would like, there is a really, really important GRS certified Padparaksha. I can flash in here for you. It's I wouldn't really grade this as a Padparasha myself. I would grade it though as the hottest pink sapphire I've ever seen. So equally as important here with the hot pink. Let's show it really quickly. $19.99 on the emerald necklace. And then let me show you GRS certified. We rarely get certified sapphires. Here is a hot, hot pink. Now the certificate's gonna say Padparasha. It is no indications of heat treatment. It's a quick deal at the end of the night, 112-4793. Let me give you a look here at the laminated cert that you're getting first. So you can see this is the GRS report. You're gonna have your, the report was done about, oh God, about 5 years ago now. And then orangey pink sapphire. I really just see a lot of hot pink, but very important. The hologram sealing the photograph there, 95 points, 5 by 6.5, brilliant step pair. No indications of heat treatment. On the other side, we do have a Madagascar origin for it, and it's going to be our platinum setting with that 95 pointer. Diamond weight is 24, and if you'd like to get this one, classic styling, here we go. The emerald necklace is still here if you'd like to get that for $19.99. Diaspore, red beryl, they're still here as well. Make sure you pick those up before we go. We've got a very couple, we got 3 minutes to go, so not a lot of time, and ready to get you the deal of a lifetime here with the cert for free. Supposed to be $79.99. Can't do that. End of the show. We got it going. Let's make sure this goes right now. First caller gets it. We have seen an incredible sapphire earlier. It was a blue. We took it under 3,000. Let's do that with this gorgeous hot pinky pod. It is not 3,000 or $29.99. Going even lower than that, the very first caller, one only with the cert in platinum. The most classic and elegant way these diamonds are set, the diamonds around it, the diamonds down the sides. Let's go ahead and blow it out right now. $24.99 only. That is it. 24. I'm giving you an extra $500 off just to shop in the next 3 minutes before we run out of time. This is the chance to pick up what is really, to me, hot, hot pink. That neon pink that if you really look at it, it will turn almost red as you stare at it. Reds and purples are coming through. It's not a color changing stone, but it's that bright, that saturated of a pink that it's actually got a little bit of that red glow. So gemmy, so gorgeous. Here it is on the hand. A quick last look at it as we are down to $24.99. We're also down to 2 minutes left in the show. Big show tomorrow night. Please join me. I'd love to have your company on our Friday night. We kick off the weekend. We do incredible blowouts. We call it Freaky Freebie Friday. It is a really good night to be with us if you seek value. So that's going to be happening tomorrow, 5 to 8 Pacific, 8 to 11 Eastern. Here's our Padparasha. Cert coming with it. Then I'm going to show you the 9-carat 10. Because my last piece to recap is the 9-carat 10 tanzanite that we still have here for $44.99. That has somehow made it to this point of the show. The 5-carat is gone. The 9-carat 10 is here. We've got a minute 40 left. Padparasha sounds like it may be going. Jason, do you have it? If so, you let me know. It stays in platinum. We'll size it for you. And we got 90 seconds left to go until we see it tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern. And a reminder, here's the 9-carat 10. Here is the 9-carat 10. That is item number 1131334. What a piece, what a piece. That is down to $44.99. $44.99 on that 9-carat 10. We have, is it the kunzite pendant you're taking or a diamond ring? We'll find out. We have pieces from the show earlier going. $44.99, 2 fancy cut diamonds, 35 points there. Very special individual stones there on either side. We're back tomorrow night. Incredible, do not miss show. I have also very special pieces happening this weekend. Yes. Kunzite ring for $16.99. Sure, let me see if I can get it up here in time for you. The kunzite ring cushion cut, here we go. Here's the ring. Are they going to get the pendant and the ring? It's a beautiful match set. They do work together beautifully. Here's the ring one more time on the hand. And then we still have the pendant. The pendant was sold but came back, so here it is. That's the $16.99 kunzite ring. It's the 3-carat, no, 522. 522 with the big diamonds. 47 points in the diamonds there. And we have 20 seconds left to go. That's a beauty, isn't it? Those are all pear-shaped diamonds, 4 of them, 2 on each side. $16.99 on the kunzite cushion cut. And then that one's gone. Do you want the pendant as well? Just the ring. Pendant is here. Let me know if you have any questions. We're here for a couple minutes. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And we'll see you tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. Be there. It's going to be good.